What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Yeah, we back. Man, heavyweight division is back. We gotta talk about this stuff. Oh yeah. I'm gonna wait for some people to join. Wow. Wow. We're gonna talk about this. Ego Army in the building, you already know what it is. Man, so check this. I wanna see the Jean Pascal versus that Egyptian dude. But I set that to DVR. I set it to DVR because I had to jump on the horn for you guys to talk about what just happened with Wilder and Luis King Kong Ortiz. Theatrical WWE. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh my, I'm so jazzed. I'm so pumped. Okay. Pascal's fighting a power puncher from Egypt. You have to go to Premier Boxing Champ's website for his name. I'm here to talk about what just happened with Wilder, Deontay Wilder. Damn, Pascal got wobbled already? I told y'all on the last live stream where I talked about it. I said this Pascal might be this might send him into retirement. He's already talking about retirement, but this might be that ass whooping that, you know, boxing don't let people go. I mean, he was having trouble beating the leader Alvarez. Well, I mean, he's a good fighter, but Yanisca Gonzalez. You know what I mean? This dude, it's not even that the guy has like the most technique, but the guy has power. The fight's on FS1, so I don't know what's happened with the main event. You guys can let me know. I don't really care about spoilers, but we gotta talk about this Wilder stuff right now. Y'all want to get straight to it, to the heavyweight action, or y'all want to do the standard roll call? Y'all want to do a roll call, or you want to get straight to the beans and the meat? You heard me? Yeah, cause I'm pumped. Oh yeah, okay. Yo, no, they want the roll call. See, I don't want to derive too much because this is how I do my streams. All right, let's go. Let's do it quick. Chicago, roll call. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Come on. South Central, Chicago, Waco, Texas, Vista, California, Bronx. Hurry up so we can get right to it. Houston, Virginia, Houston, Chicago, North Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Inglewood, Indianapolis, Sacramento, 916, Fort Lauderdale, Philly, North Carolina, DC, via South Carolina, Wichita, Kansas, Houston, Oklahoma, White Plains, Houston, Tucson, Arizona, Mississippi, MISSISSIPPI, Pomona, Houston, South Carolina, Houston, Bridgewater, Mass, Laguna Beach, Oregon, what up? Miami, what up? You should be at the fights right now. Atlanta, what up? St. Louis, Boston, Chicago, Kentucky, 209. That's the home of the Stockton Slap. Brooklyn, Houston, book. Let's go, man. Turks, Compton, Morocco, Coachella, Gotham City. We got Batman in this motherfucker. Southeast Alabama, Fremont, Miami, H-Town, Oakland. No Texas in this bitch. West Palm Beach, Delaware. Okay, we got a Texas, Katy, Texas, Connecticut. All right, let's get into it. Hit the like button, man. The more likes, the more engagement, the more popping we get, the bigger Ego Army gets, the bigger the channel gets, the more we can do for you, and the global takeover is here. Listen, we'll do another roll call at the end. We'll do one. Shout out to Jers. Listen, what just happened on Fox FS1 on this card was classic boxing stuff, classic build-up stuff. This is similar to Danny Garcia when him and Keith Thurman start screaming at each other after Danny Garcia's fight with Samuel Vargas, but I would say this is better. Reason it's better is because this shit was lightweight hood. Like, they were both going at each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were at each other's necks, you know what I mean? The hood came out, and it was like uncontrolled, like, you know what I mean? Like, the Caleb Plant's girlfriend was trying to interview him, and man, it's crazy. That shit was dope. I feel sorry if you guys missed it. Here's a screenshot for you. Look at that boy Wilder. He pointing. He said, I'ma bless you. I'ma bless you. And no, he didn't sneeze. He ain't saying Gesundheit. He said, I'ma bless you with another opportunity. He says, don't mess this one up. Don't make no excuses. I'ma bless you. You messed up the first time we were supposed to fight. I'm a man of my word. I'ma give you the fight. And I'ma bless you. Can't be no more excuses. No failed drug tests or nothing like that. And let's get it rocking. Now, listen. See, I told y'all in January, I specifically told y'all this wasn't going to be a good year for a lot of you casuals. Remember? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I specifically told you, and I always say this on my streams and in general, one of my taglines, listen to what people say then and listen to what people say now. Now, I'm a person who calls it like I see, straight shooter, down the middle. If I see it like a certain way, then that's what I'm going to say. Tell the truth. And regarding the Wilder's demeanor for proving he's the best, I ain't had no beef with Wilder because Wilder is doing what, in my opinion, a heavyweight champion should do. Shout out to my mod. He said we told them it was going to be a terrible year for these casuals, and that's what it is. And I'm telling you, listen to what people say then and now. Once again, all the people who say the dumb shit that can't be explained, that's all emotional, they're always wrong, they look horrible. They look terrible. You know what I'm saying? They look terrible when it comes to this boxing game. How are you always wrong? How are you always incorrect? Everything you say. And when I said I condone the right shit in boxing, or what I feel is the right shit, and the way Wilder is moving, I respect it as a heavyweight champion. Other people, let them tell it. Let them tell it. They say Wilder, he's ducking. He has a bum resume. He's bum squad. I've seen people, even today, I posted something about Wilder was going to be at the fight. And they said Wilder don't want to fight Luis Ortiz. But explain this to me. If Wilder doesn't want to fight Luis Ortiz, why did he sign up to fight him in November, right? And through no fault of his own, the fight gets canceled because of blood pressure medicine or Flintstone vitamins, some shit that was on the VADA contamination ban list, and that's not his fault, right? So that doesn't sound, that's not a good indicator that the man don't want to fight, because why would you even sign up to fight someone you didn't want to fight, as if you're gonna know they're gonna fail a VADA drug test that you have nothing to do with? You know what I'm saying? Second, how you gonna say he don't want to fight when he pulls up to Luis Ortiz's comeback fight? Luis Ortiz got clear with the WBC. He's back in the rankings. I guess it was probably planned, but Wilder was in Miami. This is where the fight card was. And he pulled up to the fight. I mean, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to pull up to the fight and go. He didn't have to go to the fight. This card has nothing to do with him other than the fact that a future potential opponent is fighting on the undercard. You know what I'm saying? And he pulled up and showed face, and he was doing some interviews and commentary in between for Ortiz's fight. Then after, Luis Ortiz had a great knockout. It was impressive. He got a second round knockout, and then Luis Ortiz and Wilder were having like a standoff from the, you know, where the commentator's table is, and Ortiz is leaning over the ropes after, like, kind of chastising Deontay Wilder. Like, what's good? You see my work? You seen what I just did to this boy? He's 6'7" like you. Come get it. You know what I mean? And Wilder's like, what's good? Then all of a sudden, Wilder jumps in into the ring. He climbs through the ropes, gets into the ring, and that's what you guys see in these screenshots. Look at his face. Like, I mean, does he look like he was left off bad and bougie? Does he look scared? Does he look scared? Man, shout out to both of these dudes. Shout out to Luis Ortiz, right? And shout out to Wilder, because that shit was entertaining. That was entertaining. And like I said, all the people saying all this extra shit, Wilder's scared, and you look stupid. You really look stupid at this point. Like, cause there's no, man, if you scared, like for example, I've had people talk crazy to me in comment section and then be at fights or whatever that I'm at, and it's no static. There's no issue. So like Biggie said, what's beef? You know what I mean? That's, you don't pull up on somebody if you're afraid. You know what I'm saying? You don't like, you see them and you turn the other cheek or some shit. You don't go to their fight when you don't have to, hop up in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Luis Ortiz is scared, and I don't think Wilder's scared. So you know what I mean? People might as well dead that. And like I said, for some reason, Wilder keeps getting blamed for other people's blunders with the drug test. Povetkin, Ortiz, that don't have shit to do with him. And like, this shit was action packed. We gonna get into all of it, but the way I just tell you, it's gonna be a bad year for you casuals, cause y'all say stupid shit. I remember when Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao were both at that Miami Heat game before the fight, before they fought, and Floyd walked across half court and was like, "What's good?" And he was talking to Pacquiao, and he was like, "Take my number down, take my number down." And he was like, you can't tell what he was saying because he wasn't mic'd up, but he looked like he was bossing up on Pacquiao, like, "Yo, what's good? Meet me in my hotel, take my number down, blah blah blah." And people still said Floyd was afraid. Oh, fight won't happen. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all too emotional for this game, and you won't make it. You simply won't. I never hate on people. Anyone wants to start a YouTube boxing channel, that shit's great, but you will not make it in this game when you start perpetuating that dumb shit. How the fuck did Floyd Mayweather look scared when he pulled up, walked across half court, and it looked like he was bossing up from body language, looked like he was bossing up on Pacquiao, "Take my number." And then he met him in the hotel. People still said Floyd was afraid. They still said he was afraid and wouldn't make the fight. They just want to cling on to that. Same thing with Wilder. This man pulled up to the fight. His man got a knockout. He looked good, you know what I'm saying, against giving this competition. Got a second round knockout, and then Wilder was like, "Cool, that's cool. He did that to him. That dude's tailor made for him. That's not me. No one can match my athleticism and what I do." And he said, "What took so long for him to get the knock?" And then he gets in the, and then he hops in the ring. Like, what more do you have to do to prove that you about this life? And see, this, I'm a fair critic. Wilder, win, lose, or draw, I respect it. I respect the hustle. Even if Luis Ortiz were to beat him, even if Wilder beats Ortiz, props to both of these dudes, because they both went at it man style. Either one of them back down. Look at Wilder. He pulled up on him. Look. Does it look like he was left off bad and bougie? You think I'm left off bad and bougie? Does it look? Does he look fearful? Does it look like he left off bad and bougie? You know what I mean? Man, what y'all talking about? Like, really though? Oh shit, I just hit the wrong button. Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all hear? Hello, hello. Can y'all hear what I'm saying? Cause I pressed something on my phone. Look at these screenshots. Look. He ran up, and you know what I'm saying? That's an everyday scenario. Now here you go. Like, so, like, y'all gotta dead that. But props to Luis Ortiz. He got his knockout and immediately went and was like, "What's good?" And look, Wilder was like, "Okay, what's poppin'?" And he was like, "What's good, Ock? What's poppin'?" Look at the fans or media, whoever the fuck that is. Man, this shit was dope. This shit made my day. I didn't expect all that. But anyway, all that bum squad and Wilder's afraid, you sound stupid. Like I said, I've been around. If you've been around street shit or whatever, you know when people tuck their tail, it's very clear to see. You know what I'm saying? People don't just pull up. They don't just pull up and start, "Yo, what's good? You could get this work next, blah, blah, blah." They don't act like that. So I don't think either guy is afraid. Wilder said to Luis Ortiz's face, he didn't say like on Twitter or some shit, and then, you know what I mean, when he got home, he said to his face, he said, don't make no excuses. You better thank God you getting another chance. He said, you getting a second chance. I'm gonna bless you. God's gonna bless you with another opportunity. Don't fuck this up. Don't make no additional excuses. Pass your drug test, and I'm a man of my word. I promise you we can fight. And then Ortiz said something like, put that on God, or like, you know, promise all these people in Miami that you'll fight me. And he said, I'm a man of my word. Be by the phone, wait by the phone. You gonna get that work. I'm gonna whip your ass. That's exactly what he said. He said, I'm gonna whoop your ass. And then Luis Ortiz, I didn't even know, I never heard Luis Ortiz really speak English, but he knows some English. And he said, motherfucker, you a bitch. I was like, oh shit. That's exactly what Luis Ortiz said back to him. He said, motherfucker, you a bitch. And then FS1 started apologizing. So sorry for the cussing. We apologize for the strong language. That shit was funny as fuck. Cause it's live. You can't do nothing. It's just like when Nate Diaz was like, yeah, Conor McGregor, you want to fight all these guys you beat in the gym, I'll whip your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? When that's live, it's hard to catch that shit. Hold on, let me get this super chat out the way. Shout out to EJ Nunez, $2 Shmoney Gang. He said, I agree with you. Some people take this game too personal. Absolutely. But my thing is this. As fans, and most of you guys I haven't seen at the media days and stuff and covering the fights, or I don't know your channels as like big boxing channels or whatever. So I'm assuming you're boxing fans, which is, you know, I'm not throwing shade. I'm assuming we're all boxing fans here. And majority of you, I don't know or recognize the name, so I don't think you're journalists. So my point is, if you're a fan, be a fan. You know what I mean? And my thing is, as fans, you got to listen to who you get information from, because how do you guys embrace information from motherfuckers who are always wrong? Always. Chocolatito's #1. He's pound for pound. And then he gets whooped by a guy with limited boxing experience and is kind of one-dimensional. Imagine if Floyd Mayweather fought Rungvisai at any weight. Rungvisai would get tore off the frame. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Shabransky. You know what I mean? All the people say all this stuff. Wilder's scared. How do you deal with it when someone's always wrong? Like, are you going to ever be right with this shit? So, like I said, dead all of that. Wilder's afraid and scared. That's not the behavior of a man who's scared. When you scared, you don't pull up to the spots. That's just a fact. You don't want, oh, like, what's good? Like, you just simply don't do that. I never seen someone who was deathly afraid of somebody and then they ran up on them and pulled up and was like, what's good? Da, 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 da. No matter what the outcome of, no matter what happens next, that's just not something you do if you a yellow belly. But props to Ortiz. I think for a performance, let me talk about his performance. It's not much to break down. I think his opponent, I think they said he had 5 losses. I don't really, you are now the official promoter of Wilder. Yeah, you about to get blocked. Keep putting stupid shit. They don't have nothing to do with being Wilder's promoter. I'm just speaking from the heart and I'm real. You know what I mean? But I don't expect square motherfuckers like you to understand that. Anywho, Luis Ortiz, as far as his performance, he was in there with the guy he was supposed to beat. Guy had 5 losses. He was tall. I don't really know much about Daniel Martz, so I don't know what his power ranking was, like what his KO percentage was. I just knew he was a big body, you know what I mean, taller than Luis Ortiz. Maybe the fight was put together last minute because Edwin Rodriguez was supposed to fight Chad Dawson. That's the fight that was supposed to happen. And then Chad Dawson, I think, got injured, so the fight got scrapped, and then they replaced it with Luis Ortiz since he's back in the rankings, right? So, yeah, he's a journeyman type. But the good thing is, Luis Ortiz, he was supposed to fight on the Berto Porter card. I know because I covered that fight as media. And then he messed up his thumb or finger. So he pulled out of that card. And he hadn't really, he hasn't fought since maybe Dave Allen or something in December or something of 2016. So given the fact that he's on a long layoff, then he had that case, the Nevada shit that could have fucked with his psyche, plus being out of the ring. he looked good with all things considered. You know what I mean? So, I like, for one thing he did was round one, he came out mad aggressive. I think, see, I don't know how much of it was like staged or how much he knew. Like, I don't know if he knew Wilder was going to be in the crowd and stuff like that, but he came out looking to make a statement. Like, this guy on paper is not on my level, and he came out mad aggressive, very aggressive. Cuban fighters are very smart. That's why I'm looking forward to this Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux, because you never know with the Cuban. Like, sometimes even if you think they can't do something, sometimes he's like, oh shit, I didn't know you had that in your arsenal. But anyway, he came out mad aggressive, and he was dedicating and dumping to the body. He got a knockdown in round one. The guy just, you know what I'm saying, just fell to the ground, got hit up the middle. Very good body attack, dedicated body attack. And then, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. It's a journeyman type, show separation, show that this dude's not on your level, and then in the second round, he finished him off. I forgot what he hit him with, but he hit him with like a hook or some shit, and then immediately went over to Wilder, like, what's good, what's Gucci? And like I said, I like that a lot from Luis Ortiz. It shows a level of confidence in him, shows that he wants to fight, and he made his statement. Get your ass down. Sit your ass down. Look. Rockabye, baby. He's done. He's done. And then look. Ortiz, he found Wilder and he's like, damn. Y'all want to see that again? Hold on. I don't even know who this dude is. Fake ass Robert Helenas. He got hit on that button. Bow. Bow. You go down now. Get to the chopper. What are you doing? Get to the chop. Oh my. He hit him with that get to the chop. And then he looked, found Wilder like, spot ya, I got ya. Oh my gosh. Look, he looking at Wilder like, what's good, man? He's like, I ain't no tired yet. I'm from Cuba, puppy. I ain't no tired yet. Look, Wilder's like, what's good? Look at that. So, yeah, I respect both of them for doing that. What happened in the Pascal fight? I ain't no tired yet. I ain't no tired, puppy. Pascal stopped the dude. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't just have power and just, wow. Who wildin'? Shout out to Pascal. He said he was retiring. Was it a good KO? Damn, Pascal wasn't playing. See, you see, I tell you, some of y'all motherfuckers be power happy. Just because someone has power, who gives a shit? And then, especially when they don't have power, power is different. You can have power at a non-world level. You know what I'm saying? If you're not displaying that power, like the reason I know Maidana got cracks is because he's hurt world-class Broners. He hurt Floyd. He hurt Eric Morales. He hurt Amir. You know what I'm saying? You hurt some silver medalists. You hurt some Olympians and shit. You got power. But like, you know what I mean? This Egyptian dude, he probably had some power early and stuff, but didn't have the experience. I have to watch the fight. Pascal got the stoppage, everyone's saying. Who the fuck is Kwame? Kwame need that work? You know, I'm down to catch a body after that Wilder stuff. Who the fuck is Kwame? Put them dots on you like Kwame. Y'all want that hot seat. Kwame says, ego, I like and respect what you are doing. Hashtag new media, or quote, new media, but you should hear yourself sometimes. I hear myself all the time. What are you talking about? Y'all just be saying stupid shit. You should hear yourself. I'm my toughest critic. There's no one on this planet that's a tougher critic than me on me. So what are you talking about? I should hear myself. I didn't say, and see, I didn't say nothing outlandish. Talking about, oh, see, y'all just be hating, just to be hating. You should really hear yourself, man. Hear myself for what? What have I said? What have I said? Because I'm saying Deontay Wilder and Ortiz. See, there's a difference. I'm telling y'all, man. There's a difference between alpha males and beta male. And Kwame, you sound like a beta male because you're not used to someone speaking with conviction, speaking with passion, knowing exactly where they want to go with what they say. That's why you probably take it as arrogance or this and that. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you should really hear what you say, man. I like you. They try to soften the blow with that too. I like your content, but you're a fucking monkey. You suck. Like, okay, whatever. Yeah, man. Yeah, this Wilder Ortiz shit got me hyped. That's a good fight. But like I said, listen to what people say then and now. What happened? All the people said, like I was hearing conspiracy theories that Wilder called Vada and all types of shit just so he didn't have to fight Ortiz. Like, what are y'all talking about? And it looks like they're about to fight. Looks like they're about to fight next. Yeah, Beta Kwame, that's his name. You should hear yourself. You should hear yourself. You sound like a simp. You sound soft. Mr. Softy. Talking about I should hear myself. What have I said? I'm just drinking water. But listen, we talking heavyweight. You know I gotta bring up Joshua, right? You know I gotta bring up AJ, man. You know I gotta bring up AJ though, right? Y'all know, if y'all want me to bring up the full heavyweight division, including the other champion with 2 belts, AJ, man, can I get a hell yeah? If y'all want me to bring up AJ, can I get a hell yeah? And we need more likes. We got like 300 people on the dial and then a little some, and we have like 100 likes. We can get the likes up. I really firmly believe that. Give me a hell yeah if you want to hear about AJ. Give me some more likes. Like Busta Rhymes said, give me some more. Y'all want to talk about AJ? Give me some more. Yeah, didn't win a battle? Give me some more. All right, this is precisely, hit the like. Oh my gosh, hit the like button. I'm so amped up from this Luis Ortiz Wilder shit. All right, we're getting a lot of hell yes. We're gonna talk about AJ, man. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. I did a video earlier. It's from the BBC Sport. I cite my sources. There's an interview. You can actually watch a snippet of the interview. And Anthony Joshua says, he's talking about kind of the complications of negotiating with Wilder, negotiating with Joseph Parker. And what he said is Joseph Parker, I don't know if you guys know this, but he said with Joseph Parker and his manager or whatever, they had some kind of impromptu press conference. And it was just a bunch of clips. It was like a mashup of clips of people saying they hurt, like David Price and Daniel Dubois and just different people saying they hurt Joshua, knocked him down in sparring, knocked him out, clips of Dillian White hurting him, clips of Dillian White knocking him down as an amateur, clips of him getting hurt by Klitschko and knocked down. And Joseph Parker did that probably to get under the skin of Joshua. And it apparently worked, because in this BBC Sport interview, you had Joshua and he said something that I totally disagree with from a heavyweight perspective. Joshua said something very close to this. He said, you look at Formula One, you look at tennis, you look at whatever, badminton or whatever the fuck he said, golf. He said, those are real classy guys. They're not doing this. Joseph Parker's not being nice. What he did was not nice. And he said he's trying to demonize me. That sounded weird coming from a brolic ass 6'6", big ass muscle bound knockout artist, heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about people being nice to you. This is the hurt business. This is the fight game. So to me, that when he said that, I was like, really? Is he gonna compare it to golf and all that? That's weird to me, because golf, of course, people, you know what I mean, golf is a lot more civilized than boxing. I never seen someone get knocked out in golf. Actually, I seen violence on the golf course. If y'all remember that old Death Row tape, I told you this is Death Row East, but if you remember that Death Row tape where Nate Dogg, rest in peace to Nate Dogg, rest in peace Nate Dogg, and he was swinging that fucking golf club, and they was trying to, I don't know what happened, but There was an old, y'all just YouTube it. Nate Dogg was like, he was swinging that golf club hella viciously. But anyway, so I mean, tennis, why would there be violent? Like, I don't see Andre Agassi just like, what's good? And then run up and uppercut somebody. Like, you know what I mean? That's not a good. Happy Gilmore versus Bob Barker. That's a good one too. He said the price is wrong, bitch. But you know what I mean? That's not to me, that's not a good comparison. Because of course those sports are, like I said, they're not brutal by nature. You know what I mean? They're not golf and tennis. So why would the sportsmanship or the intensity or whatever be the same? And it just sounded weird to me that Anthony Joshua was talking about Joseph Parker's not being nice. And like, from what I've gathered from recent Joshua interviews, is like, he's popular. He got a good fan base. You know what I'm saying? All right, Robinson Ray gonna get that work, cause I was in the middle of my thoughts and he wanted to try to single me out. Now you getting singled out like Jenny McCarthy, and you getting bodied in this hot seat. All right, Robinson Ray, we gonna see if you Ray Robinson. You ain't sugar, but you still sweet. He says, stop being biased, ego, all caps. Vladimir Klitschko, Joe Louis, and Larry Holmes were all classy. And guess what? They're three of the most dominant heavyweights either. So how am I being biased, Mr. Robinson? Fake ass Ray Robinson. Everybody get your popcorn for the hot seat. I'm about to body this dude. I'm about to body this man. And I see, you picked the wrong day because we had some heavyweight action. Wilder was in Ortiz's face. Now you call me biased. Now you got to own up to this. So if you're new to the channel, you don't know what the hot seat is, you about to find out real quick. He said Klitschko is classy, Larry Holmes is classy, and Joe Louis is classy. And how does that make me biased? And the other thing is, now I'm about to body you so bad. If you guys don't believe me, go Google Larry Holmes, I think Trevor Berbick, and Larry Holmes attacked Trevor Berbick, ran on top of a limo, and did a Hulk Hogan leg drop and attacked Trevor Berbick. How the fuck is that classy? See, you know you done fucked up. You know you done fucked up. You opened your mouth and you know you done fucked up. You talking about classy. How is Larry Holmes classy when he's running on top of other people's cars and doing a leg drop off the turnbuckle? How the fuck is that classy? And you guys can go to see, you fucking with, like Floyd said, you fucking with a real one. This ain't Berto. This is something different. I know my boxing. I'm not like a boxing historian. I know every single thing, but I definitely know that because I thought it was funny as hell. So once again, how am I being biased? And how is Larry Holmes, how is he being considered okay, you want to say Klitschko's classy? Fine. But Larry Holmes, how is he classy when he's running on people's car and he's I think he sucker punched Trevor Berbick and he hopped off. See, real boxing heads know that. So explain how Larry Holmes is classy. How's that classy to run on top of someone's car and do a Hulk Hogan leg drop? You know what I'm saying? And I like, listen, I'm telling you, millennials or whatever age group you are, you sound soft. It's the heavyweight division. I want to hear Mike Tyson talk about eating people's kids. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. He's like, oh, Lennox, I'm coming for you, sweetie. He thinks he's Alexander. He's no conqueror. I want to hear all that. I want to see Lennox Lewis and Hassan Rahman get up in the ESPN studio and destroy the set. That's what I want to see because it's the heavyweight division. I want to see what Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder just did. That's what I want to see because I'm demented. You talking about? Oh, why would you want to see the heavyweight division classy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the heavyweight. It's boxing in general. So when Connor's talking shit, Broner's talking this shit. Oh, Mickey Mouse, you know, AB ain't beating him. You know, I like all that. Floyd, I like all that. Entertain me. You want me to buy merchandise, tickets, pay-per-views, travel to cover these fights? But I keep it a buck. I don't care who's trash talking. And especially in the heavyweight division. If you in them little Chocolatito divisions and you guys want to kiss and have bonfires and make s'mores and all that, whatever. But in the heavyweight division, I'm trying to see that. I want that Cannon Briggs. Yeah, David Hayes, look at his head. I'm trying to see all that in the heavyweight division particularly. Anyway, where's this man at? Where's Robinson at? I'm trying. He getting bodied. You haven't answered how Larry Holmes was quote unquote classy, and how am I biased? So I said leave him alone. Yeah. I like that. I like that shit. See, y'all soft. A lot of y'all millennials are soft. Y'all be some snitches. Y'all be the ones that be calling the feds and shit. Ego likes the drama in the heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be calling the feds and shit. Talking about, oh, gotta keep it classy. This ain't no fucking Grey Poupon. Like you roll down the window. Hello. I'm a contender in the heavyweight division. I would like to engage in some fisticuffs. Let's just keep it classy. The fuck? Keep it classy? Fuck that. I'm trying to see them knock each other's koofies off. Anyway, Trevor Berbick talked about Holmes' wife. I don't give a fuck if he talked about his religion. That's not, how's that classy? You said Larry Holmes was classy. And now you say, because he has a reason. Everybody got a reason. I know motherfuckers that murdered people, but they got a reason in their head why they did it. What are you talking about? He talked about his wife. That's why he didn't keep it classy. Who cares? He still jumped off of a fucking limousine and tried to leg drop and attack Trevor Berbick. And you said he's classy. Hey, but wait, it's because he talked about his wife. Okay, Wilder just told Ortiz, I'm gonna whip your ass. And then Luis Ortiz said, motherfucker, you a bitch. So they have reasons to engage in what they're doing and trash talking all the banter. So everybody got a reason, you know what I'm saying? There's an old Richard Pryor joke, and he says he was doing a comedy show in prison. He said, I met a big, you know Richard Pryor talk. He's like, I met a big motherfucker in jail. He was in prison. He was lifting weights. His name was J-Bo, muscles every motherfucking where. And he was like, he said, I went up to him. I was like, what you in here for? He's like, I killed my family. And he's like, what you mean you killed your family? Why'd you kill him? He said, because they was home. So everybody he killed his family because they was home. You know, everybody got a reason for why they do something. Ray Robinson, you getting fucked up. I guess I'm Rocky Marciano, because Robinson getting bodied. He said, big motherfucker J-Bo, goddamn, he had muscles every motherfucking way. He was like, why'd you kill your whole family? I killed them because they was home. I'm not talking about Broner, I'm talking about heavyweights. Listen, where's this Robinson fool at? Okay, even, we already know I bodied you with the Larry Holmes shit. How am I biased? You still haven't even answered that. You still haven't even answered how I'm biased. I'm biased because I don't care for big ass 6'6", 6'5", brolic ass Brocky heavyweights being civilized. Like, this ain't fucking right guard like Sir Charles and shit. It's the civilized way. Like, why do I care? Why do I want to see heavyweights do that? This is not the right sport. Anyway, your time's running out. How am I biased? I'm biased because I'm criticizing AJ for his character, but not the X level title holders. What are you talking? How does that make me see? You're out of here, dude. We about to vote. You sound stupid. How does that make me biased? Because I'm telling you what I prefer in the heavyweight division. If you're 6'5", 6'6", and you weigh 260, I'm not trying to hear you be cordial. Like, I challenge you to a duel. Let's engage in fisticuffs. You sign on the contract and I'll sign on the contract. We'll do this like gentlemen. Like, I don't personally like that. I'm not criticizing Joshua if that's what he wants to do. But what I'm saying is when people like Wilder are screaming on you and they're at your throat and at your neck and trying to embarrass you, and you're like, oh, I don't like how he's behaving. Joseph Parker called me chinny. He put together a montage. Like, what the fuck? I'm from a different era. I'm from a different, like, breed. And I'm older. I'm an old soul. I'm older than, like, spiritually, I feel older than my actual age. You know what I'm saying? That's like, can you imagine if Biggie acted how, you know what I'm saying? Biggie just didn't say nothing to Tupac. But imagine if he was doing what you and AJ are saying you want him to do. Like, ugh, Pac he just released this Hit 'Em Up track. That shit wasn't nice. Why'd he say hit 'em up and I fucked your wife? That shit wasn't nice. It's like Bo Buddy Bo Pro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's crazy. Pac's at your throat, and he's like, "That's why I fucked your bitch." You know what I'm saying? And you want him to be nice? You gonna be nice if someone said that to you? Hell no. And see, y'all fake as fuck, because, like, what happened to this nice shit when everybody was talking about Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather and who won each press tour stop? What happened to this classy shit then? Conor wasn't being classy. He was cussing a lot. He was like, "Oh, you're 40 with a backpack. You can't fucking read." He was saying all this. Now all of a sudden, it's about a gentleman's sport, and you got to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to be classy. Man, I'm not trying to hear that. The part of what sold the Mayweather-McGregor fight was them not being classy. That's what sold the Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz fight. Nate Diaz, he's not sophisticated classy. He was talking shit like, "You got submitted by lames, bro." And then Conor was like, "Oh, you got guns in one hand and animal balloons in the other. I'll ride through Stockton and rape the village." You know what I mean? You talking about be classy. This is not like 1950s TV, black and white. You know what I mean? The Andy Griffith Show. Leave it to Beaver ass shit. Ward, I think you were a little hard on the Beaver. So was Eddie Haskell, Wally, and Miss Cleaver. Man, nobody's trying to hear that, especially in the heavyweight division. Get this boy out of here. Let's vote. If Robinson got body, I don't even know I'm on this track. I'm gonna let the Outlaws ride on you. Vote. If he got an L, it didn't prove me being biased. It didn't prove Larry Holmes being classy. Put your fucking L's up so we can move on with this live stream. We not playing games. This is Ego Army. This is the Mafia. This is the mob. Keep that classy. Moderator, get him out of here. His name is Robinson Ray, or Ray Robinson, or Baskin Robbins, or whatever his name is. Get him out of here. This is how we handle our streams. Gladiator style. Survival of the fittest. And you're out of there. You got Torch talking about Larry Holmes is classy. Get him out of here quick. I should play the tape where Larry Holmes flew off a car. Yeah, that's classy. And listen, this is my thing. I'm realistic. Like, Andre Ward's my dude. Like, that's my dude. He's not doing this. I'm not saying you listen to me. I'm not saying you have to be who you're not. Like, Andre Ward's a God-fearing man and family man. He has kids, so maybe he doesn't want to engage and be like on the mic cussing like, "Man, fuck Kovalev, fuck Russia." You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all that. So that's cool. If that's how Joshua wants to be, that's cool. But it's still, to me, it sounds a little weird when Joseph Parker's like, as a man, somebody's trying to test your manhood. I don't care what your background is. You can stand up for yourself. It's not even about, like, I'm not like, okay, let's say AJ's fighting Eric Molina and he wasn't trash talking. I'm not saying AJ needs to be like, "Eric Molina, you a bitch, you fat fuck. I don't give a fuck." You know, I'm not saying he should do that. But if Deontay Wilder's like, "Bomb squad," like, he's like, "I'm gonna knock you out. Run, run, run. There's only so long you can run." And he's doing all of this to chastise you. Joseph Parker's on Final Cut Pro and shit, making videos about you being chinny. You could stand your ground. You could stand up for yourself. That's what I'm saying. And then, like I said, to compare it to golf and tennis, you're not in a sport like golf or tennis. I'm sorry. Boxing is not that type of sport. You know what I'm saying? It just is not. Man, I went to fights. Listen, I went to fights and was ringside and got blood all over my my clothes because the motherfucker in the ring was getting battered and it had the blood splatter like I'm on Forensic Files. That don't happen if you are at a golf. If I'm a spectator at a golf course. Golf courses are nice. They usually have good food, some drinks. They have the groundskeepers and landscape. You know what I'm saying? There ain't shit classy about boxing. I got blood on my shit. You know what I'm saying? If a cop pulled me over, they would have thought I was OJ or something. And I'm not black, I'm OJ. Like, I had blood splatter on me. If I went to Serena Williams and what's that fine Kornikova? You know what I mean? Anna Kornikova matches and shit. I'm not gonna have blood on my shit. So it's different sports. So there's no comparison. You know what I mean? And it's funny because the day I see the Joshua interview or whatever about, hey, Joseph Parker's not being nice to me. You know what I mean? And the Formula One, they're classy. I understand Joshua has an image. Maybe that's what he wants to go off of. But not everyone in this sport is going to do that back to you. They're not going to show you respect. Some people are respectful. Some people are going to try to get on your skin to get some kind of psychological advantage. Ask Floyd. He's a master of doing that. He was trying to piss Oscar off. Shane Mosley. I remember with the Shane Mosley. Go watch it. Shane Mosley was like, I'm Money Mayweather. Shane Mosley, why you got that green ass suit on? You look like a leprechaun. You ain't Money. Like, damn. Because he wore a green suit, you just gonna go in on him? And he was talking to his daughter. He was like, hey, baby, it's not my fault. Shane Mosley, he got a fake nose. He got plastic surgery on his nose. That's not my fault. Like, he was talking hella shit. Ricky Hatton, he was in the UK flipping off the crowd. You know what I mean? Not everybody's gonna act like that. He said, then Shane Mosley, he said I want to be like, I wanted to be like him. He's like, Shane, I barely even know who the fuck you are. I barely even know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? That's, not everyone's gonna be nice. Not everyone. Shane, how the fuck I want to be like you? I barely even know who the fuck you are. You easy work. Here's some easy ass work. You know what I'm saying? He was going in on Victor Ortiz. He's like, then Victor Ortiz, he gonna say, oh, in the Maidana fight, I wasn't really there. I wasn't really myself that night. I wasn't really there. Oh, you was there. You was there, motherfucker. You was there getting your ass whooped. Floyd was talking greasy to all the motherfuckers. And that's just the way it is. He said, in the Maidana fight, I wasn't myself. I wasn't really there that night. Oh, you was there. You was there, motherfucker. Getting your ass whooped. That shit was funny as fuck to me. I like that type of shit. Maybe it's just where I'm from. I don't know. The Bay Area, me and my boys used to roast each other. This shit ain't nothing. Like, that's people I like have love for and like kick it with on a routine basis. And we used to just diss each other. Look at your fucking sneakers. You look stupid as fuck. That's why you got a big ass nose and a booger in your like that. That's what we do. We just roast each other. Shit got boring. But now these millennials on the social media and shit, they soft. Like, you can't even roast somebody. Like, look at his shoes. Oh, he's cyberbullying me. Sexual harassment. Like, what the fuck? You gonna get... I ain't Kevin Spacey, motherfucker. What the fuck? Everybody's all sensitive. This is cyberbullying. I'm gonna file a police report in the morning. What the fuck? I remember I did a video. I swear to y'all. It got... Do y'all want to hear? If y'all want to hear this Ronda Rousey story, could I get a hell yeah? I'm gonna tell y'all what I went through. Yeah, I just gotta get that hell yeah. All right, so Ronda Rousey, she got her ass whooped, her candy ass whooped versus Holly Holm. After that point, she gained some weight. And like, I didn't even know what a body shamer was, to be honest, because I don't know. I just don't know. I wasn't really familiar with the term. I made a video, and I was specific. Okay, bottom line is this: the video went viral. If you go to my channel right now and type Ronda Rousey shocking weight gain, the video got over 1 million views on the channel. I didn't expect it to blow up. I didn't even talk crazy about her. I just said she looked like she gained some weight. And then I was like really talking about the fight game. I was like, mentally, she's crying on Ellen DeGeneres. I don't know how she's gonna bounce back from that because of how her attitude is and how she's taking the loss. And it wasn't even really focused. I wasn't like, oh, look at this fat bitch, Lardo. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't calling her names and like, look at one tubby, two tubby. I wasn't really focused on her body, but people flipped it. And then all of a sudden people start sending me articles and shit. And they was saying I was the body shamer. Somebody wrote an article and they called me a body shamer. I'm like, wow, this shit is horrible. Like, this shit is super sensitive. I didn't even say nothing bad. You go watch the video to this day. The video's still up. It got like 1 million+ views. I didn't even go in. Like, where I'm from, I could have been like, look at her with the kangaroo pouch. You got a fucking Joey in the pouch. Like, I could have really roasted her, but I didn't even do that. And they was saying I was the body shamer, I guess, for even mentioning it. You know what I'm saying? On some feminist shit. They said, oh, this ego guy, he's a fucking body shamer. I should have went in on her. One tubby. He said, if I poke your stomach, will it make you go? He said, like the Pillsbury Doughboy, if I poke your stomach, will it make you go? The fuck? I should have went in on her. The fuck? One tubby. Two tubby. You find a piece of candy in your pocket? What you laughing at? You find a piece of candy in your pocket? You like the Pillsbury Doughboy, if I poke you in the stomach, will it make you go? Nothing says loving like my grand's biscuits. The fuck? Y'all are sensitive. Leave me the fuck alone. All of y'all. I don't got time for this sensitive shit. I don't have no heart. One tubby. That type of stuff is funny to me. One tub. See, that's if Major Payne came out right now, people would be protesting and shit. We're not gonna take it. You hear how Damon Wayans was making fun of that fat kid? And cause man, there's this one part of Major Payne where he was like, he said something like, are you just retarded, dumb, or deaf? And he was like, well, actually, sir, he is deaf. And he's like, I'm sorry, Mr. Handicap Man. He said, oh my God. You know what I mean? People wouldn't even accept that joke now. And he was like, dur ya dur. Y'all gotta watch Major Payne. But yeah, man, if that movie came out now, people would be like, oh my gosh, she made fun of a deaf person. It's a fucking actor playing deaf. He was like, dur ya dur. Get down and give me 25. Squats now. That movie's funny. Dirt. Remember in Living Color, he had Handyman? Yeah, up and away. He used to fall. Man, fuck politically correct. I'm the Eminem of this shit. And that, speaking of Eminem, that motherfucker say crazy shit. I guess that's that white privilege. You can just say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You got the complexion for the protection. Because Eminem said, what did he say? He used to always talk about Christopher Reeves, like even after Christopher Reeves died. And he said, what did he say? He said, you done triggered a prick who just mixed liquor, who's itching to leave you disfigured and stiffer than Christopher Reeves. He said, man, this shit crazy. You done triggered a prick who just mixed liquor, who's itching to leave you disfigured and stiffer than Christopher Reeves. That man said stiffer than Christopher. Like, wow. Yeah, I heard that Untouchable Eminem song. He talked about white privilege. Eminem's my dude. He could spit. Just like Eddie Murphy's Delirious LGBT. Oh, they would have had a heart attack. Yeah, he said, I went to San Francisco. He said, I thought the police were behind me. He's like, woo. He's like, it wasn't even the police. That was just a faggot on top of the car, like, woo. Yeah, you can't say them jokes no more. That shit was funny to me. Everybody's too sensitive. He's like, woo. Oh my gosh. Eddie Murphy is hilarious. He said, I messed up. I made some jokes about Mr. T. He said Mr. T was coming to fuck Ed up. He's like, tell Eddie Murphy I'm gonna whoop his ass when I see him. Heard you made some jokes about me. No, you didn't. Maybe I didn't. Y'all don't know about the classics. Anyway, back to this boxing shit. Me personally, I don't care about that PC. Like, if Joshua wants to be like that, that's cool. That's cool for him. But what I'm saying, what do you do when no one else is playing by your rules? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you want to be classy and everything cookie cutter clean and things like that. But Deontay Wilder ain't trying to do that. He's trying to scream on you. Luis Ortiz just called you a girl the other day and said you're protected like a girl. He said Wilder, he kind of protected, but Joshua really protected. You know what I mean? Joseph Parker's making these memes and videos and shit about you. So it's like you the only heavyweight, because Klitschko retired. So now you like the Lone Ranger. Cannon Briggs, he ain't gonna take it easy on the jokes. Wilder screaming on you. Joseph Parker, Tyson Fury's talking greasy. So, you know what I'm saying? To me, if you really think about it, Joshua's the only one that's kind of like playing by that set of rules. So at some point, you have to be able to stand your ground. You can't just let someone bully you, especially when you can possibly knock some of these people out. You know what I'm saying? And the fans get soft with this shit. Like, Joshua's absolutely right. How's he right? So you guys, man, the way my parents, shout out to my parents, man. The way I was raised, if someone pushes you, I could push them back. If someone punches you, you can punch them back. Not like, oh, you get punched in the face and be the bigger person. My parents didn't teach me like that. Be the bigger person, walk away. Go snitch to the principal. They didn't tell me that. They said try to make the right decisions, But if someone is like harassing you or something, you can stick up for yourself. And that's kind of what it is. I understand, like even Andre Ward. Andre Ward, he don't go out of his way to terrorize people, but when Edwin Rodriguez was all in his face, missing weight and shit, he stood his ground. When Kovalev was making memes, go watch that HBO 24/7. Kovalev was like, I will destroy Ward's boxing career. And then he was like, he ain't gonna do shit. Well, he didn't say shit, but he was like, he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Lennox Lewis, like, Lennox Lewis to me, he's kind of sophisticated, but if you grind his gear, he gonna thump. I remember when at the press conference, him and Mike Tyson was swinging. Him and Hasim Rahman were at the ESPN studio, and he was like, what's up? What's good? And he was like, what's good? And then they both started standing up, and they destroyed the ESPN studio. Go do your research. But I don't think Lennox Lewis was just out here going out of his way to bully people. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? If someone's in your face, it's okay to stand your ground. And like I said, I mean, with what Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder did, that just created a hype. That just created hype for the fight. Now people are excited for the fight again. You know what I mean? Luis Ortiz, he was on a long layoff, but now he got one in. He got one in, and he got a second round knockout. So he got to shake off any cobwebs. So if turn of the year, if Wilder, let's say Wilder and Ortiz reschedule for the March or something, then that's perfect. And then with that in recent memory, Luis Ortiz literally said, motherfucker, you a bitch. That's literally what we said on live TV, and they had to apologize because they couldn't censor it because he said it so quick. And Wilder was like pointing, don't mess us up. I'm gonna whoop your ass when we fight. That's good. That's good for TV. Too hot for TV, for cheesy. Too many wanna be all be easy. You know what I mean? So to me, with this whole Joshua's thing, he's the only one playing by that rule of being. I can understand having like, see, that's the Floyd Mayweather is the master of saying this. It's all about adjustments. I can understand in the perfect world, negotiations should be behind closed doors. Both fighters are professional, respectful, get there on time, shake hands after the weigh. But that's not how everyone does it, especially in boxing. Especially in boxing. So then that's when you have to make those adjustments and adapt. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's one thing in the perfect world, but no one else is playing by them rules that Joshua is playing, where that cookie cutter clean, be nice to me. No one else is being nice except for him. And see, the other thing that's weird to me, and maybe he has PR people, is because when Dominic Breazeale was talking shit, and Breazeale, that was surprising because Breazeale's not really a known trash talker like that. I mean, isn't he suing Deontay Wilder for punching him in the hotel or some shit? Anyway, when he was taunting AJ was getting mad, and AJ bossed up on him. So I know AJ's capable of doing it if he wants to, but for whatever reason, recently, when it comes to these unifications and champions, he's just kind of acting like they're not being classy. I don't know, man. It's just, if you go somewhere and someone's not being polite to you, you're gonna be polite to them back. I just don't understand it. Maybe it's a UK versus. I used to live in the UK too, but I've lived in America clearly longer, so maybe it's an American thing. But that's not how we operate out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how life is. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Luis Ortiz and Wilder on a random Friday just got shit cracking. They got shit cracking in it and built anticipation. They built anticipation for them fighting now. Meanwhile, for whatever reason, it seems like Joshua, with these unifications, why are they so hard to make? Why are they so hard to make unifications? But you had no trouble making Eric Molina, Dillian White, and all these Charles Martin, all these other fights. Now all of a sudden the unifications, and to me, and just my honest opinion, Joseph Parker requesting 35%, that doesn't sound crazy to me. That doesn't sound crazy to me. That doesn't seem like, wow, Joseph Parker's really pushing it. Johnny Tapia, leave me alone. He talking about why he didn't post about Kovalev's KO. Listen, I don't owe anybody an explanation. I didn't get around to making a video. It's the end of the story. I'm not going back to a fight that happened 2 weeks ago on the cusp of Rigondeaux versus Lomachenko, a fight we all want to see, to go make a video about Kovalev. I'm a one person, I'm a human, I do a multitude of things. I don't get a chance to make every single fucking fight. Deal with it. I don't get to make videos. Sometimes I don't want to make videos. All right, Kevin Jim, you about to get that work. Y'all still talking about that Kovalev. Kevin Jim says, this guy's biased as fuck. So what if I said that was biased? Now we gonna embarrass you in front of the crowd. Come on, what's taking so long? Kevin Jim, you in the hot seat. This guy's biased as fuck. What if I said that was biased as fuck? Let's see him answer this. See, that's what I'm saying. This ain't the regular video where no one can speak back. So, instead of wasting our time, please explain. What if I said, you said, this guy, see, this guy is biased as fuck, and we're all waiting for you to explain. Because you already made the statement. So it should be easy, right? Where is he at? I tell y'all all the time, you guys notice a pattern? Do you notice every time when people get put in the hot seat, it always takes them a minute to regroup and stuff? They had no problem putting the initial comment that threw them in the hot seat. But then ever since they get put on the spot and all they have to do is answer, Kevin Jim, all you have to do is answer to what you said, and then there's no rebuttal. Everybody type Kevin Jim so we don't forget the name. Kevin Jim. He said, this guy is biased as fuck. Okay, so please elaborate. right, somebody put a timer because I'm not gonna lose viewers waiting for someone who's scared to respond. This guy's biased as fuck. All right, you're in the hot seat. I'm out of here, dude. Hey, CSM, just get him out of here because he responded. Did anyone see him respond? Hold on. Don't block him if he responded. Did anyone see him respond? I don't see him. Did anyone see him respond? Kevin Jim. Yeah, he didn't respond. Because I've been looking and it hasn't even been going that fast. CSM, get him out of here because he's clearly hiding. See, that's what I'm saying. It's easy to say this. You're biased. This guy's biased as fuck. Because that's what they're used to doing. They're used to when you say something they don't like, they just say you're biased, you're racist, you're a hater, you hate this person. But it's much easier to just say this shit and vanish into the darkness than it is to corroborate what you said. Like, I mean, just like I said, we treat it with the hot seat. We treat it just, he's gone, thank you. We treat this just like court. I can't just point someone, you're a murderer. Okay, what proof do you have? None. Then how, you know what I'm saying? You have to build a case. If I'm, and if you say it so stern, oh, you're biased as fuck, that man, you should have a lot of dirt on me. You should have a lot of dirt. You should have a lot of quotables and different things I said or did. You know what I'm saying? But we already know what it is, man. But anyway, the whole thing with Joshua, like I said, I like Joshua, but he seems to be the only one playing by the peacekeeper rules. You know what I mean? Luis Ortiz is calling Wilder a bitch and a motherfucker. And Wilder saying I'm going to whip his ass. Wilder saying he's going to knock out Joshua. You know what I mean? And Parker's making videos about Joshua. So I didn't watch Pascal's win because I jumped on here. I have it recorded. But anyway, yeah, the Luis Ortiz stuff pumped me up. He looked good in the fight, given the competition and all that, and given the layoff. But y'all look crazy. This man looking him dead in the eye. Y'all say Wilder was scared. Does he look scared and petrified? That motherfucker Wilder is big though. Look, King Kong is 6'4". He's 6'4". And Wilder's still towering over this dude. Look. She's taken. That's Caleb Plant's girl. Yeah, I don't see this whole, y'all always say, oh, he's scared. Look. Look, he pointing at him like he his dad or something. Nah, didn't I tell you to clean your room? You grounded. You grounded, son. You grounded. He pointing at him and shit. Look. Oh, y'all, no, Wilder's scared. He found a way out. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, how? Listen, as real boxing fans, it's not even like anyone can get fight predictions wrong. You know what I mean? It's not even stuff like that. But just listen to the propaganda of what people say and listen how wrong they are. Wilder found a way out of the Luis Ortiz fight because he was scared. He was scared. He wanted to fight Bermain Stavern off a 2-year layoff. No. You know what I'm saying? He don't look scared here. Why did he even show up if he was scared? Because like where I'm from, if situations where somebody was scared, they don't even show. Like I remember my boy was about to fight somebody at the park. The guy didn't even come. He talked all this shit, but he didn't come. You know what I mean? So it's like, why would Wilder even show up if he was afraid? And then promise to fight Luis Ortiz. So don't make no excuses. Winner wins, and that's it. If Wilder wins, he wins. If Ortiz wins, he wins. That's how we got to get back to boxing. Where don't make no excuse. Oh, but Luis Ortiz, who did he really beat? They both sound confident. They both got power. They both big. You know what I mean? May the best man win. Yeah, people flip it on Wilder all the time. People fail drug tests and it's his fault. And real talk, Wilder said with Luis Ortiz at least, he said, I'll still fight him. Blood pressure medicine, whatever he's doing, I'll still fight him. The WBC pulled the plug on the fight. And then you got to look at it like this. Wilder's still pressing Luis Ortiz, still been doing interviews saying, I'll fight Luis Ortiz, still pulled up to Luis Ortiz's fight. And like, this is the thing. And he said, I'm still willing to fight. Some people like Ronda Rousey was using Chris Cyborg's failed drug test, I think, after the Gina Carano fight, and she was saying, oh, why should I fight her? She's on steroids. She didn't want to fight Chris Cyborg. You know what I mean? Wilder could easily hide behind the fact that this man has officially, on paper, failed 2 drug tests. Whether you want to say it's heart medicine, blood pressure, whatever, he's failed. Fail is a fail is a fail, and he's done it twice. You know what I mean? So Wilder could easily, if he wanted to, say, man, I'm fighting Dominic Brazil. I'll fight Joe Blow, Dillian White, right? Because this dude keeps failing, and I'm not chancing it. And he's still pulling up. He's still down to fight. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give the man credit where credit's due. And see, listen, what happened to all the UK fans and Joshua apologists who kept bringing up Dillian White? Dillian White didn't look like Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz been on a longer layoff than Dillian White. And I think Luis Ortiz, given similar competition, because Robert Helenius, he got knocked out by a guy Wilder knocked out, Johan Duhaupas. But at least Ortiz, on a longer layoff, went in and abolished his man. You know what I'm saying? He just destroyed him. Dillian White got hurt by Robert Helenius in like round 2 or some shit, and then went the distance, and he didn't look particularly great. But what happened to, that's what I remember what I always say to you guys, listen to what people say then and listen to what people say now. So what happened to all the people saying Wilder was ducking Dillian White? Please explain that to me. Where are those people? 'Cause I never was the one. I said if they fight, they fight. It's a decent fight, but it's not like it's a man. I mean, he lost to Joshua via stoppage, and in my opinion, he lost to Derek Chisora. And then the Robert Helenius, he didn't even look particularly great, and he got hurt in that fight. But once again, where are the people that said Wilder was ducking Dillian White? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of these fans are prostitutes. They jump from subject to subject, from situation to situation. That's just what it is. Like, they can't stay with one. Dillian, okay, first of all, Povetkin. Then you blame Wilder some kind of way. And then why is Wilder fighting Chris Arreola? He's fighting Chris Arreola because he's not wasting a training camp for no reason, and Povetkin popped dirty. You know what I'm saying? Then Luis Ortiz popped dirty. You blame Wilder. And then you say he's ducking Dillian White. Then Dillian White doesn't even really look good in his last fight. And then now Wilder's still gunning for Luis Ortiz, who most people consider to be the harder fight for his style. Where are the Dillian White people? The people that said Wilder was ducking Dillian White. Why would you duck? Why would you duck? That's like ducking chlamydia to get AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I don't want the clap. I don't want no chlamydia. Give me the AIDS. You don't duck, you know what I'm saying? Why would you duck something that's more extreme? Luis Ortiz is undefeated. Dillian White isn't undefeated. You know what I mean? Luis Ortiz, in my opinion, he's had performances where he didn't look great, like Malik Scott. But I don't think, you know what I mean, the Derek Chisora, I don't think Dillian White won that. But like I said, once again, you don't duck chlamydia to get AIDS or to get herpes, something that's even more permanent that you can't get rid of. Don't even make sense. Fuck, I'm scared of Dillian White, but I'm gonna fight me Luis Ortiz. That doesn't even make sense. So you're gonna fight the guy who's longer reach, who's a southpaw and undefeated and has a Cuban pedigree and can box. You know what I'm saying? I never seen Dillian White, and this is no diss. I like Dillian White, met him and shit. I never seen Dillian White get on his toes on some Muhammad Ali shit and it was really floating and rocking with it like that. But I've seen Ortiz do that. Watch the Brian Jennings fight. So once again, to me, and most people, they would say that Wilder fighting Luis Ortiz would be the harder style, or for his style. You know what I mean? People talk about how wide Wilder punches and shit. You don't want to be in there with a Cuban sharpshooter. Shout out to Brayon Thomas, excuse me. $2 Shmoney Gang. We working, man. Y'all see the work. So, props to Luis Ortiz for looking good off a layoff and dealing with his situation, somehow getting back in the rankings. Like I said, props to Deontay Wilder. He could clearly say, I'm washing my hands of this dude. He's a cheater. He could do that if he wanted to, but he's still running towards the fire. Ego, what do you think about Jennings saying he feels cheated by Ortiz? I mean, it's not even worth conversation opener because he didn't fail, so there's no way to prove it. I mean, obviously, if someone has a tattered history of failing drug tests and you lost to him, you're probably gonna be, you would be suspicious too. So I don't, Bye-bye's my dude. I don't blame him, but it's not really worth discussing because there's no way to corroborate it or prove it, because in that situation he didn't fail a drug test for that particular fight, so we won't know. It's just going to be speculation. So that's how I look at it. Yeah, he did fail before, but he didn't fail that drug test, so I mean, what are you going to say? Yeah, he definitely cheated. I mean, that's like, okay, Margarito. Most people speculate that Margarito cheated when he fought Cotto, but he didn't get caught for the Cotto fight. He got caught for the Mosley fight. So once again, it's a mystery. Margarito might have been cheating when he fought Sergio Martinez and knocked him out. But at the end of the day, you can't prove it. So if you can't prove it, then what's the point of discussing it all day? Shout out to Canada, $5. It just says it's from Nader Suga, and it says Ego the GOAT. Appreciate that, man. Shmoney Gang. We doing them super chats. We doing this Shmoney Gang. I tell y'all, man, I'm about to turn up in 2018. 2017 was good, but we just getting started. What up, Ego Love from Sheffield, England, basically. Thank you. Shout out to the UK. Can't wait to come back to the UK. But yeah, man, it's a amazing contrast how Joshua's acting versus Wilder and some of the other heavyweights. Like, you know what I mean? And to me, it's not necessarily the greatest look for Joshua because he's a good fighter, talented fighter, but he's kind of like on a high horse right now. To me, he's kind of on a high horse. Like, these guys aren't classy. Shout out to Shannon Brown, $20. Wow. I tell y'all, them yellow and them orange super chats, $20 Shmoney Gang. Appreciate it. We working. We about to turn up, man. Ego Fight Club, Ego Durden, that's about to get real. I told you, I'm not doing this stuff in vain. Like, we about to really turn up. But I'm excited for the heavyweight division. Really excited. But I was surprised how it all played out with Luis Ortiz. I didn't know they're going to have them both in the ring and all that. Lomachenko, Rigondeaux, great fight. That's a great fight. I'm still rocking with Rigondeaux. I'm not changing. I'm just live and die by the sword. That's who I was picking. That's who I think. Rigondeaux got that spear. Yo, hold on. We need to get the likes up, but I'm gonna show y'all. Can we get the likes up closer to 275? I'm gonna show you this so y'all can see what it really is. Shout out to Elder Derek Keels, $20 Shmoney Gang. Shmoney Gang, appreciate it. We working hard. Can we get to 275 likes? Look, there's Mr. Scared. Y'all all said he was scared.
Bomb squad, bomb squad.
Are you crazy? What's up, baby? I've been in MIA, you know. About to catch Luis Ortiz fight, see what's going down with that. I'm up in the building, Luis Ortiz.
See, that's what I'm saying. What happened to all that scare stuff? He said, I'm in the building, Luis Ortiz. You could tell, like, see, you got to be around street shit at some point in your life to understand street shit. I could tell Wilder's a country dude. He you know what I'm saying? He's professional, but he got them hood tendencies. And you can see it just by how the people move. You know what I'm saying? Because Wilder ran to the fire. He hopped in the ring, and I'm going to whip your ass. You know what I mean? That, you don't do that type of stuff unless you bout that. Win, lose, or draw. That's not what you do. Anyway, we got to the number 275. Let's try to get 300.
I heard that you sparred Lomachenko and Rigondeaux.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I sparred like Lomachenko in 2014 when I was training with Robert Garcia in that camp in Oxnard.
How did that go?
It went real good, you know what I mean? It was definitely real tricky adjusting to him. He had real fast feet, moving all around you, you know what I mean? Lots of punches, lots of setup shots, touch, rip. But overall, it was a good experience. I think I learned a lot.
Yeah, how about Rigo?
Rigo, man, that was a different animal for me personally, you know what I mean? Punching power-wise, you know what I mean? Lomachenko's like touch, rip, you know what I mean? And like Rigondeaux is like, you know, his right hand, it's not too powerful, but anything with that left got bad intentions. The uppercut, the straight, you know, when he's hooking it, whatever. His left is deadly. It's like the hardest I think I ever been hit. It feels like you're getting hit by a 47-pounder if he drops that left, especially in the right places. That should have me thinking if I wanted to box.
So, predictions on the Lomo Rigo fight?
You know what? I see it going 2 ways.
I heard that you sparred.
See, y'all don't know, man. Shout out to my dude. That's Umar Chima. He sparred, but you guys heard it. He sparred Lomachenko. See, he sparred Lomachenko and he sparred Rigondeaux, and you heard what he said. And see, this is why I like fighters. Hold on. Look, there's the proof. Shout out to my dude. Oh, he actually DM'd me. I forgot to hit him back. So that's him. And look how big he is next to Rigondeaux. I told you, Rigondeaux stay fighting bigger dudes. Stay fighting bigger dudes. But listen. That dude look about Lomachenko's size differential. Anyway, he sparred with Lomachenko, I think he said 2014. And he sparred with Rigondeaux. He says he never took away credit from either fighter, right? He said Lomachenko's good, fast feet. He gets movement, makes you think, crafty. But he says, you heard the quote. He says Rigondeaux is a different animal. He hit like a welterweight. He said a 47-pounder. Wow. That's telling. This motherfucker fights at 122. This is before the 130 shit. He says a 122-pounder is hitting like a welterweight. And if you watch the full interview, he says I've been hit by actual 47-pounders, and Rigondeaux hit harder than people who campaigned at 47. The motherfucker weighs 122. Like, because no one knows exactly what he'll be at 130 because he hasn't fought at 130, to my knowledge, as a pro. So, Rigondeaux's power, he says his right, he said it's not the most powerful, but I'm sure there's some power in it. And he says, but that left, anything with that left has bad intentions. Man, Amagasah look like trash. Amagasah look like fucking X-Men Origins or some shit. His cheap, fucking garbage pail kids. So, I don't know. Like I said, this is someone who sparred Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. I mean, the only thing you could say is if he sparred Lomachenko in 2014, that was a while ago. You know what I mean? 3 years ago. So maybe Lomachenko's improved since then. But I'm looking forward to the fight. For me, this is... Shit, we can damn near do a freestyle 7 reasons. I'm gonna give you at least a few reasons why I'm picking Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux has a reach advantage. One important thing. Lomachenko, as tall as he is, and the height differential, the shorter man has the reach advantage. 2, the Cuban style, a lot of times they're very good with slowing down the pace and nullifying your best weapons. Edeslani Lara does it all the time. Like guys who are normally a lot more like gutsy and stuff, he tames that shit and makes you hesitate, makes you think twice. Like look at Joseph Beko was in a war with Abnamatis. Abnamatis was like punching him in the dick and all this to like, you know what I mean, to slow down the pace or whatever. And he never got in trouble for the foul. But it was an action style fight. But when Joseph Beko fought Rigondeaux, gun shy like a motherfucker. Because he's seen the talent, the speed, the reflex and all that, and it made him gun shy. You know what I mean? Even guys, I don't know much about the Jazza Dickens dude. I don't know too much about him, but I did see other ones of his fights, and he was way more tentative versus Rigondeaux. So that's one thing the Cubans in general, I'm not saying every Cuban fight's exactly the same, but the skillful, slick style Cubans, the Ladas, Rigos and stuff, they can slow that pace down. Lomachenko, I'm telling you guys, Lomachenko's bread and butter is a frenetic pace. You know what I mean? Sidestep. So if that shit, listen, to me, I look at it like this. Man, we got to get to 300 likes if y'all want me to drop these freestyle 7 reason gems. We got to get the likes up because y'all help me out. I help y'all out. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. But to me, I'm telling you, if Lomachenko beats Rigondeaux, I really think it's because his plan A worked. What he always does, if his size advantage can overwhelm Rigondeaux and just break him down like he's done to Jason Sosa and Miguel Mariaga, and then he wins that way, fine. But what I'm telling you guys is if for some reason Lomachenko can slow that pace down, that Cuban style down, what is Lomachenko gonna do beyond that part? So to me, I think Lomachenko has to pray his size advantage and that frenetic pushing of the pace, his plan A, in other words, works. Because if it doesn't, then he's gonna be in a world full of hurt. Because the same thing like the Donaire fight. You gotta look at it. The Donaire fight was competitive at first. It was competitive as a first. Donaire knocked down Rigondeaux, but to me that was like a flash knockdown off of a break, and Donaire just being quick, wow, caught him with a hook, and he was squared up, so he fell straight back. He wasn't really badly hurt to me. But I'm telling you, for Lomachenko, he's not as versatile. So, like, I used this example before. I've never, unless, there's another thing. Unless Lomachenko could do a hell of a lot more than he's ever displayed, and I just haven't seen it. That's the only other option. For example, Mayweather is a ring general and a master class boxer all the way around. King G says you nervous. You sound stupid. What the fuck would I be nervous for? Like I said, I get paid no matter who wins. So you nervous. Anyway, when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, he's all around. I've seen him aggressive like Conor McGregor and other fights where he's mad aggressive. I've seen him fight off the back foot. I've seen him fight off the ropes, things like that. I haven't seen that from Lomachenko. I see kind of his plan A seems to get the job done. Push a frenetic pace, overwork the guys, crazy volume. And what I'm saying is, like, if Rigondeaux starts giving Lomachenko something to think about with some steamy, hard, sharpshooter shots and slows that pace down, I can't picture Lomachenko fighting flat-footed and not using all that movement and beating Rigondeaux. How is he gonna beat him? You know what I mean? I can't see him, if he gets pushed against the ropes, I can't see him being successful. King G, should I put him in a hot seat or should I just block him? He says you scared that Rigo going to lose. Okay. Should I block him or should I even give him the hot seat? It's up to the fans. All right, the fans want you in the hot seat. So what am I allegedly afraid of? So please explain to the crowd. King G, you're gonna look like a queen after I'm done with you, or a court jester. So what am I afraid of? What am I scared? You keep saying I'm scared and I'm afraid. So please explain. Let him speak. He can talk whenever he wants. You're talking about let him speak like I put a muzzle on him. Y'all talking about let him speak? Look, the floor is open and there's no commentary, there's no response. So what do you think I'm afraid of? You just nervous, okay. So explain it. You keep saying the same one of three things. You like one of them, you know them little dolls with the ripcord? Like, hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play? You keep saying the same shit. You nervous, you scared, you're afraid that Rigo will lose. Okay, so you said the same three things and you keep recycling it. So now elaborate on what you're saying. Come on, Chucky. Hi, I'm Chucky. Hi, you're afraid. Want to play? Nervous about what? I don't know. Explain, King G. That's what I'm saying. And see, now we got to hurry this up because I was in the middle of thoughts and people were rocking with just the breakdown of the fight, and now you're slowing it up, taking forever. So we're not going to allow you to do that. So what am I afraid of? Like, what did Drake say? So what am I so afraid of? What am I afraid? Like, yeah, you're about to get blocked because he's taking forever. And he's just clearly wasting time. And like, do you guys understand? I told you you're afraid Rigo is going to lose. Okay, so what are the implications for me? Rigondeaux weighs 122, 130 pounds. I'm a grown-ass man. Like, what is him losing? How does it change my life? So you think YouTube's gonna halt my paycheck on the 21st of the month because Rigondeaux loses, if he loses? Please explain. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's one. Someone said King Gay. That's funny. That's what I'm saying. You guys are like super emotional. Oh, yeah, you're afraid. What am I afraid of? What do you think happens in my life when any fighter loses? I picked Danny Jacobs to beat Luis Arias. What if Arias knocked him out? Jacobs is my dude. I'll be like, oh damn, that's crazy. But like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? You act like my life is over. Like I go to jail because Rigondeaux loses. I don't get paid because Rigondeaux loses. Anyway, moderator, get King G out of here. He's not talking about shit. He's just wasting. You're scared. You're nervous. Do I look nervous? Do I look like I was left off bad and bougie? Calm down, dog. You treating to block people for speaking their mind? Yeah, I am. It's my stream, and it's not for speaking your mind. It's you speaking stupid shit, and you interrupted the stream. Thank you for getting him out of there. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we're in the middle of flowing, breaking down the fight. I don't even remember where I was at. Fucking around with this clown, and you're nervous, you're terrified. What would I be afraid of? Like, if Rigondeaux loses, he loses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, you guys are too emotional. Every single one of my favorite fighters growing up, from Muhammad Ali to Roy Jones Jr. to Prince Nassim, all them dudes lost. When I'm a kid, when you don't know how to interpret things because you're a kid and your mind's still developing. Anyway, let me get back to my breakdown. Since I'm so scared. For me, I really feel like Lomachenko's victories are achieved in the same way. Like, I don't see him. I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. I don't see him achieve victories in multitudes of ways. But when I think of other great fighters like Floyd Mayweather or Oscar De La Hoya or whoever, I've seen it. Like, I've seen Oscar De La Hoya aggressive, and then towards the end of the Tito Trinidad fight, he started boxing a bit. I seen him in a war with Shane Mosley. You know what I'm saying? I seen him do good with Mayweather and then fade towards it. You know what I mean? I've seen different styles, but like Lomachenko, it's the same MO, so he better hope that works. the constant pressure break him down. Like I said, when have you seen Lomachenko sit still and just be deflecting shots? And like, that's not his bread and butter. That's simply not his bread and butter. Like fighting flat-footed and not incorporating a ton of jump-in movement. When has he ever won a fight like that? Ever. And it's hard because he only has like 10 fights. Like Terrence Crawford. I've seen, like, perfect example. Crawford, he's another example. When Crawford fought, the way Crawford fought Hank Lundy and Deontay Jean is totally different than how he fought Victor Postal. With Postal, he used the full perimeter of the ring, used the leg movement, got aggressive in spots, showed off his defense. You know what I mean? It's totally different. The way he fought Gamboa is not how he fought Postal. The way he fought Postal was not how he fought Felix Diaz. You know what I'm saying? The way he fought Julius Sandongo was not how he fought Ray Beltran. I was at both of those fights. Ray Beltran, he was like boxing more because he knew Ray Beltran, big puncher at 35, and this was probably before his confidence kept growing and growing. But he took the taller fighter and he was aggressive with him. You know what I mean? Sometimes he comes out southpaw, and then sometimes he has to be losing and then switch to southpaw, like Thomas Delorme. Hank Lundy, I think, maybe won the first round or some shit, and then he switched to southpaw, or Deontay Jean, one of them fights. But when it comes to Lomachenko's, to me, his victories are all achieved by pushing this frenetic pace. Even Pacquiao, I've seen him slow that pace up and still, like when he fought Brandon Rios. He really boxed Brandon Rios. He boxed him a lot more. He boxed Brandon Rios a lot more than he did with Ricky Hatton. You know what I'm saying? So I've even seen Pacquiao mix it up. Lomachenko, every time he wins, it's like I'm using a lot of like athleticism, a lot of energy, a lot of movement, jumping in, sidestepping you, overwhelming you. And to me, it's different when you get in there with someone who's equally experienced. This guy got 2 gold medals just like you. And he's going to be able to, in my opinion, time and anticipate a little bit more. Ego, you have to admit that Loma has a unique style. I never said he doesn't have a unique style. But see, this is going to hurt some people's feelings. Lomachenko, his shelf life will be shorter, even if he beats Rigondeaux. His shelf life will be shorter than a person like Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? Because part of his MO is the frequency of movement, volume, sheer athleticism, sidestep you, step to the side, stuff like that. And as you get older, if you slow down a touch, then that and you don't evolve your style. Like Floyd Mayweather evolved his style. His hands gave him issue, so he became more. He didn't throw as many punches, but he made every punch count. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko, he's going to have to dramatically, if he wants to fight till Bernard Hopkins' age, he's going to have to dramatically, not even, that's super old, but like, it's not like old for a person, but 50's up there. But like, even if Lomachenko like wanted to fight till he's like 39 or something, he's going to have to evolve his style from what he does right now, because naturally your testosterone, your levels slow down, father time, you know what I mean? And if you don't have like the basic fundamentals, people are going to be able to catch you. People are going to catch you big. And see, this is the thing. Lomachenko keep moving up weight class. He talking about moving to 35. That's another complication, because me personally, this is another reason, since y'all want reasons. I don't believe in Lomachenko's power like that. I don't think his power is what people think it is. If you look at his resume, you'd be like, wow, he has crazy power, because he probably has like an 80-90% knockout ratio. But he's not sleeping nobody. He's not putting, like, I think Gary Russell Jr. has more power. You know what I mean? Gary Russell, when he hit Oscar Escandón so fucking hard, his legs stiffened up and he looked like the Tin Man and shit from The Wizard of Oz. I don't really see Lomachenko doing that. And then man, Gary Russell hit Oscar Escandón, who's a tough Mexican fighter trained by Robert the Ghost Guerrero's dad. And he hit him with a right so fucking hard, his legs were... Even the Patrick Hyland, I'm not saying Patrick Hyland is a world beater, but the dude was rocked out of this world. Now, I understand Lomachenko beat Gary Russell Jr., but that doesn't change. I mean, David Lemieux, to me, has more power than Triple G, and he lost to Triple G. So, that's how people that don't know shit about boxing, that's how they try to take you down these side streets and alleys and shit that don't have nothing to do with it. I'm not saying just because you have more power, it's inherent that you're gonna win. That's not what I'm saying. But per capita, I don't believe in Lomachenko's power the same way. So, like I said, if he keeps moving up in weight, fight Mikey Garcia. He's not gonna. Mikey Garcia was Broner hits hard. I know people that spar Broner. They said he hits hard. Broner's fought as high as like 47, and fought guys like Errol Spence Jr. Even though Errol Spence, it sounded like he beat Broner pretty good in sparring. Imagine if you put someone who's way too little in there with Errol Spence Jr., they're gonna get destroyed. Broner probably held his own to a degree versus Errol Spence. You can't put no little 130-pounder, 126-pounder in with Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So Loma's gonna, if he doesn't evolve his style, I don't see that really working for him at 140. And like Lomachenko says he wants to fight Crawford. I'm telling you, that's a terrible idea. I just seen a picture of Crawford next to Lomachenko. That's a horrible. That's like one of the worst ideas. And I like Lomachenko, but I'm telling you, that's one of the worst ideas he's come up with. Crawford's like bending down a little bit, you know what I mean? Because taller people, I do this all the time because I'm very tall. I naturally, when I'm with shorter people, I kind of bend down. But Crawford's way bigger. You see how Lomachenko's bigger than Rigondeaux and Crawford's bigger than both of them? And he's versatile. And he can switch from ortho to southpaw. Lomachenko need to get that fight out of his head. And again, if Lomachenko gets past Rigondeaux and you don't believe me, tell him to fight Terrence Crawford or Mikey Garcia next. Period. If you don't believe what I'm saying, push for that fight next if he gets past Rigondeaux, which I'm picking Rigondeaux to win, but you know what I mean, it's boxing, so hypothetically if he gets past him, you know what I mean, I just don't see that being a good fight. Even Mikey Garcia, I think it's a really tough fight for Lomachenko, because Mikey Garcia, even if he's getting outsped, all he has to do is like go for broke and just start. Man, bro, I was at the Mikey Garcia Dejan Zlaticanin fight. He hit Zlaticanin so fucking hard. Zlaticanin's soul went back to Montenegro during the Showtime telecast. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me give more reasons why I think Rigondeaux beats Lomachenko. Lomachenko's temperament, he's kind of cocky in there. You can't be showboating with a guy like Lomachenko. I mean, like a guy like Rigondeaux. You could do that versus Jason Sosa, because Jason Sosa's he's not really known for a massive amateur pedigree or crazy speed. He has good power, but he's not known for that. So you can time that a bit better. But Rigondeaux's a lot more unpredictable. The other thing that I think Rigondeaux's hunger to prove is a motherfucker, because every time, even times where he's hurt or knocked down, he gets up, cool, calm, collected, and gets right back to business. And nobody's been able to finish him so far. So even if Lomachenko can knock him down or hurt him, then it's like Lomachenko, I mean, it's like Rigondeaux almost gets better, and he gets the fire lit up under him when that happens. And the other thing is, like, when you're the underdog, like, I just think Lomachenko, his attitude's kind of cocky, and I think he might even be underestimating Rigondeaux. Oh, he's old, he's too little for me, and it's very easy to believe that. You know what I'm saying? This dude comes from 122. You're much, you know what I mean? You're physically, to the eye test, you're total. You're taller than him. But Rigondeaux, it looks like, look at this. Rigondeaux actually looks like thicker, pause. He looks thicker than Lomachenko does. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's the one that moved up. And they're like a pound away from each other. And Rigondeaux got all these Cuban, Pedro Diaz people. So I'm sure he has a nutritionist or whatever. And got the right people on his side to help him come up in weight. But I'm surprised how thick Rigondeaux looks. He's always muscular, but he look kind of stocky. You know what I'm saying? He looked kind of stocky with it. And Lomachenko, to me, look, I don't know, maybe this is his game plan, but Lomachenko looked lighter than normal, than I remember. Maybe that's just me. But he looked lighter to me, like leaner and skinnier than I normally see him. But we're gonna find out. See, look at his face. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. Like, I'm trying to look at his eyes and shit. This is a good picture. What do you guys think? Does he always look like that to you? Look like he's doing ecstasy. Like, I don't know. I don't remember his face looking. He looked like the motherfucker that shot Bruce Willis on Sixth Sense. You remember the guy that was on the bed crying in his underwear? He popped Bruce Willis. I don't know. I don't remember him looking like that. You can't really see nothing from here, though. So, I don't know. Rigondeaux looks, he looked pretty healthy, even at 130. And see, like, listen, another thing I've noticed about boxing, I could give you multiple examples. This is kind of ties into the underestimation. Do you notice there's several people who are noted for being chinny, and they're not being knocked, like, they have this moniker of being chinny. They have this moniker for being chinny, but not everyone's exposing it. Like, for example, everyone keeps saying Daniel Jacobs is chinny. Okay, he's chinny, but how come one of the top 3 power punchers in the division, Golovkin, did not knock him out? He knocked him down, but he could not finish him. Just like Sergio Moore. You realize Sergio Moore and Golovkin have that in common? They both have one knockdown over Jacobs, and that's it. So, to me, my thing is, like, you guys, they want to plaster this chinny on certain fighters, right? Rigondeaux's chinny, but Donaire got mad power. He fucked Vic Darchinyan up twice. Even in the second fight, he was losing to Vic Darchinyan, and then Darchinyan still got stretched in the end. Rigondeaux was never in peril, serious danger versus Donaire that I remember. But he did, in fact, have Donaire backing up. Becco got good power. Chucky Flores had good power. Amagasa had good power. He knocked him down twice, but he couldn't pull the trigger on him. So that's what I'm saying. People want to stick these chinny stigmas on it. I've even heard, like, Wilder's chinny, but, like, okay, Bermane Stiverne had a man-style chin from the first fight, and then he got bodied in the second fight with Wilder. So it's boxing, you know what I mean? Like, this whole chin thing is debatable. Like, yeah, some people have better chins than others, but at the end of the day, it's like, like if Danny Jacobs or Rigondeaux was fighting and they had 4 or 5, let's say they had 5 fights and they got knocked out in 4 of them. Okay, that's chinny because everybody's like, no matter who's touching you. Like, I mean, to me personally, I understand the Amir Khan being chinny. I can get him being chinny because I could tell you Maidana had him on Queer Street. Danny Garcia knocked him out. Bradis Prescott in 1 round knocked him out. Canelo brutally knocked him out. That Willie Lyman or Willie something in the UK, who's like not even a known commodity now, he had Khan like acting crazy. Julio Diaz, a lightweight, fought him at a catch weight that was close to welterweight, 143 or something, and he knocked Khan down. You know what I mean? So I can understand that, but I don't really see that with Rigondeaux. I think Rigondeaux is constantly fighting bigger people, and you know what I mean? Sometimes he gets caught. But like, yeah, people do too much with this. Rigondeaux is chinny. Danny Jacobs is chinny. Luis Cuba should have knocked him out then, instead of losing every single round. You know what I mean? And that's not what happened. So I think the ability to underestimate Rigondeaux is there. If you're like, man, Rigondeaux's chinny, I'm the bigger guy, I got 10 fights and 7 knockouts or whatever it is, easy to underestimate them. And see, the thing is, you heard the guy say Rigondeaux's hitting like a welterweight. I think Rigondeaux's he's gonna try to establish, like, just hear me out. And this is boxing. I could be totally wrong, but this is what I'm thinking. Rigondeaux's gonna try to get. He's gonna try to get Lomachenko's respect and attention with that left hand, jumping in like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna try to blast the fuck out of Lomachenko, and if he's successful, I think Lomachenko will feel it, and I think that will make Lomachenko a bit more apprehensive about his approach and his method on jumping in on Rigondeaux. You know what I mean? And that's how boxing works. Like, if guys like Jason Sosa, Miguel Mariaga, they let you dance around them and do all that because they don't know what to do. They're not quick-footed, quick thinkers, quick-minded, quick-handed. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Rigondeaux has experience. He's gonna try to catch Lomachenko jumping in, like Floyd always says. You make a mistake, then you pay. I think Lomachenko's gonna do that. But whatever. Walters has fucking cracks. I mean, he does, but at the same time, he was coming off of a draw. See, some of y'all don't analyze boxing like I do. I put things into perspective. The bottom line is Walters does have cracks, but he is coming off a long layoff and a draw. And I was even making videos. See, maybe you guys didn't follow me back then. Ego Weight Watchers videos where Walters looked fat as fuck in his off season. He really, truly did. So not only were you on a long layoff, you gained a lot of weight. So you probably had a fat camp, like Julio Cesar Chavez, like Broner has done. And that's not good because Lomachenko is very agile. He's like easy on the feet. Shit like that. So, and he was flat-footed. Those are all things that spell trouble against a guy who's lighter than you and a guy who didn't probably have to struggle to make weight like you and is nimble on his feet. Look, this is when he fought Donaire. This is his off season. You don't see a difference, honestly. This is a video I did 1 year ago, 10,000 views. Nicholas Walters massively huge before Lomachenko scrap. I'm being honest with you guys. Do you guys see a difference? Does he look at his face? You see, like, he has like the kind of engraved carved cheeks. Look at his cheeks there. He look way, you know what I'm saying? So See, y'all ain't been doing the education like Kanye said. So,
in which he drew with Jason.
See, this is him for.
But he looks pretty big.
Look.
And I even tracked down the more recent photo from September of this year, and I can't really tell based on this picture what type of shape he's in, because it's not quite a bit dirty, but also came in overweight.
I mean, you be the judge.
So that makes it interesting because clearly, I think Vasyl Lomachenko is pretty big, especially for featherweight. 130, he's a good, nice size. But against the Axeman, Nicholas Walters, he's clearly a guy who can hold the weight. I mean, I'm not saying.
But whatever. I mean, see, when I point out stuff like that, even though I'm pointing it out as it's happening, October 2016, I'm doing it at the time. Y'all say, oh, you're making excuses because Walters got his ass. I'm not making excuses. I told you that before the fight even happened. They fought in November. That video was done before November. Now I gotta bake another one. Somebody else. Where was he at? And see, and the other thing is like, I kind of called it. In October, I'm telling you how big he is, which means he probably had to get a fat camp. And I mean, that was the worst Nicholas Walters that we've seen. Like, he didn't even, like, is anyone honestly, like, no matter how good Lomachenko is, did that look like the Walters that fought against Donaire or Vic Darchinyan? You know what I'm saying? He looked like he wasn't even, like, he checked out. Like, he just gave up. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he didn't want to be there. I'm just catching the check. I can't catch this dude. Fuck it. And he kind of quit in that fight. Straight up. But you guys can say whatever you want. And that was what they say is one of Lomachenko's best wins. See, you know, it was funny to me. One of Lomachenko's best wins was a guy coming off a draw, a long layoff where he gained a massive amount of weight and got starved out with no other additional fights to keep him busy. Meanwhile, Lomachenko got fights in between, like Rocky Martinez and all this, so he was active. Lomachenko's other best win, probably Gary Russell Jr., a guy who at the time wasn't a champion and hadn't really fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? And those are his best wins. If I look at Floyd Mayweather's resume, not all of his wins had situations where the guy's on a long layoff, ballooned up in weight, coming off of a draw. You know what I mean? Diego Corrales, Canelo, Ricky Hatton was undefeated. You know what I mean? I could tell you guys who were in a good place at the time they fought. They had good momentum. They had a size advantage, stuff like that. Lomachenko, Top Rank does that with the matchmaking. Y'all can say whatever. They did it with Pacquiao. They put their matchmakers. You don't think they know Nicholas Walters is fat? They're in charge of his career. You know what I mean? You don't think they know Nicholas? They're representing Nicholas Walters. You don't think they noticed that Nicholas Walters ain't fought since Jason Sosa draw? You know what I mean? Even though I did think he won the fight, but I mean, on paper he didn't get credit for it. They said it was a draw. So I mean, Top Rank matchmakers, they know that. They represent both fighters. So I mean, take it for what it's worth. I mean, here's another thing. Where the fuck has Walters been? He was supposed to fight on somebody's card. I think the Crawford and Dongo card, and he pulled out. Oh, I'm sick, man. X-Men got the cold. You know what I mean? So where's he even been since then? That's how you know. I don't know if his mind is ready for the spotlight again or whatever. Why isn't he not fighting Gamboa or somebody? Rematch Jason Sosa. Miguel Berchel. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We're going to find out soon. I'm just giving you my thoughts. And see, this is the thing. When I say stuff, people, oh, you hate Lomachenko. You hate it has nothing to do with hate, but I'm gonna call the fight how I see it. I don't care who's mad and who's angry that I picked who I picked. That's just something you got to deal with. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be right or I'm gonna be wrong, and we're gonna find out shortly. That's just how I see it. I really don't remember a fight where I feel Lomachenko slowed his pace down and still kind of got the victory done. It's all, even the fight where he had a fractured hand, he still fought at a pretty high intensity. Keep your heart rate up, fight at a frenetic pace. But I'm telling you, a lot of these Cubans know how to slow that shit down. They know how to They know how to slow that down. Take away your weapon. If Rigondeaux slow that pace down on Lomachenko, it's gonna be a problem for him, because I think he relies on that. It's just like even Golovkin. You look at Golovkin, when his last two opponents took away his combination punching and or body punching with athleticism, foot speed, movement, hand speed. Canelo has good upper body movement. All Golovkin did was jab, 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 which is cool. He has a very good jab, but where's all the other shit you're known for doing? Shout out to Tijuana. Where's all the... Golovkin looked like a great body puncher versus Marco Antonio Rubio versus Matthew Macklin and them guys, because they could get away with that. You know what I mean? Where was all the combination punches, weird trajectories that you were doing on Marco Antonio Rubio? Why didn't you do that with Canelo? Golovkin looked scared and timid when Canelo was on the ropes. Canelo was like, come on, come on. Back against the ropes, it was like this, man style. So what happened to the other shit? Why when Golovkin fought Marco Antonio Rubio and when Rubio's back was against the ropes, Golovkin obliterated him. He's throwing hook to the body, throwing weird chopping punches, but Canelo's ass was against the ropes, and then you respected his hustle a little bit more. You respected that grind because you knew he had the upper body movement, countering skills, and then that's why you were like, how am I gonna come in? That's what I'm saying. So if Rigondeaux slow that pace on Lomachenko, I don't see how Lomachenko's gonna get it done. Lomachenko relies on that high intensity, high heart rate, break a person down. So, like I said, if Lomachenko does win, it's because he overwhelmed him, like he's done with everyone else. But I still feel the same way. It's gonna be harder to do that when you start fighting bigger guys. You're not gonna just, I promise you, you're not gonna go to Mikey Garcia and just jump in like that and wear him down, or he just breaks down and doesn't do anything. Or Terrence Crawford, it's simply not gonna work like that. They're too big, they're too good of technicians and counterpunchers, and they got power. And when they hit you with something, then you're gonna feel it probably more than the standard 130-pounder Rocky Martinez or something. I mean, we've seen what happened when Mike Garcia fought Rocky Martinez. I mean, Martinez actually knocked him down, but he ended up getting stopped by Mikey. Yeah, 135, as he keeps moving up. Like, you know how Floyd and Pacquiao moved up 5-8 divisions? I can't picture Lomachenko doing that. Can you honestly, can you picture Lomachenko at 47? Honestly. Errol Spence versus Lomachenko. You want to see that? Keith Thurman versus Lomachenko. You want to see that? I don't even think Lomachenko could beat Pacquiao. Even this current Pacquiao. I don't think Pacquiao will respect his power. Pacquiao ain't gonna let you just jump in on him, and he gonna be trying to move to, man. Like I said, with the style Lomachenko has and limited power, it's gonna be harder as he goes up. Unless he can, like I said, do and evolve and start doing other shit that he hasn't done at 26 and 30. But Errol Spence versus Lomachenko would be crazy. That would be like horrible. Even Crawford's not even at welterweight officially, and that'd be crazy. I mean, even Lomachenko at 40, this guys like Regis Prograis. I mean, I don't know everything about him, but I've seen some of his fight. He looks like he definitely has power, and he's knocking out 40 pounders. So, I mean, those are difficult fights. I mean, even put it this, see, this is what I'm talking about with the top ranked matchmaking. Honestly, who would you favor? Who would you, be honest with yourself. All things considered, Lomachenko versus Lucas Matisse at 147. Who would you favor right now if Lucas Matisse fought against Lomachenko? Who would you favor? Lucas Matisse. Lucas would behead Loma. That's what I'm saying. Them dudes are strong. Tim Bradley got a chin. He fought Pacquiao and Ruslan Provodnikov. He said nobody hit him as hard as Lucas Matisse did in sparring. Ruslan is not normal. He's eating raw moose liver and shit. So I don't know how he was walking through Matisse's punches. But I can't picture Lomachenko walking through Matisse's punches like that. And see, the thing is, you have to understand, the more offensive you are, especially if you don't have the slickest of slick defenses like a Pernell Whitaker, even Demetrius Andrade, when he fought Willie Nelson, he was in front of Willie Nelson, a taller guy, but he was able to use upper body movement, get low, change levels, and do all types of shit to the point where even in front of you, he was a problem. I haven't seen Lomachenko, like, people, I really question what boxing y'all watch. I really do. Because I don't see this defense from Lomachenko. Everyone keeps acting like Lomachenko's defense is just like, oh, like he's just like, oh shit, he's I don't see that. I really don't see that from him. I think people get gun shy because he overwhelms them and he's like a jackrabbit. He's everywhere. He's squirrely. You know what I mean? And that works for him. I'm saying, as you move up, it's going to be harder and harder to do that. I never seen, when I think of Lomachenko's defense, I'm not saying it's like Ruslan Provodnikov or Brandon Rios. I don't think it's like terrible, like, you know what I mean, where he just is not like he's purposely trying to get hit, but he puts himself in harm's way a lot. And like I said, we're going to see with Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. And this will vindicate everything I'm saying. If you get knocked out by Rigondeaux moving up 8 pounds, or if you get badly hurt by Rigondeaux moving up 8 pounds, then this will reign true with what I'm talking about with Terrence Crawford and Mikey Garcia. Because if Rigondeaux, who's strong, if he can move up 8 pounds and it hurts you at any point in this fight, then Mikey Garcia and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence and all the guys that are naturally bigger than you definitely can hurt you. I mean, it kind of goes without saying. But we're going to find out. Like I said, if Lomachenko beats Rigondeaux, it's going to be he was able to overwhelm him, get off first, and then Rigondeaux couldn't adjust fast enough. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, I never seen Lomachenko fight off the back foot, fight off the ropes good. And I don't think his defense is set up to get hit with some of them sniper shots for 12. But we'll find out. Hey, why does man Ortiz hit? Hold on. Ortiz hit him so fucking hard. Watch how hard my man Ortiz hit this dude. Oh my God. Look, die. Time to die. That man hit him so hard. Wilder versus Ortiz is a great fight. It's back on the menu. Tank said he's staying at 130, so I'm assuming with the right discipline and diet, he can make it. Have you ever seen Lomachenko fight in pocket? What he does is kind of sort of fighting in the pocket, but it's not. It's kind of like Amir Khan, Pacquiao-ish. When Amir Khan was with Freddie Roach, it's like an ambush style. You know what I mean? Where he jumps in and gets off before you. Like really, when Amir Khan was with Freddie Roach, that's what Amir Khan would do. You know what I mean? He kind of jumps in, moves around, gets off a succession of punches before you can react. But like I said, doing that against someone with equal experience is not the same. Someone who can match you in speed. And it's weird because even though Rigondeaux's coming up 8 pounds, I still think he's the stronger fighter. So I don't know. Like I said, HBO, they were always comparing Floyd Mayweather and, oh yeah, this is why people love watching Rigondeaux, because he's offensive. And I think that same dedication to offense is what really gonna hurt him, especially as he moves up and fights stronger guys. It's just these guys are bigger and they're gonna rehydrate. Man, Tank I really think Tank has a shot versus Lomachenko. First of all, he can't look like he looked versus Fonseca. It has to be the Tank that showed up versus Jose Pedraza. I mean, we all know that because Lomachenko is a good fighter. But the type of explosive power and speed that Tank can produce, and he's also a southpaw, he could really hurt Lomachenko. He would have, but see, and it could be like, some of y'all don't know boxing. That's all I could say. Because it's just like Amir Khan versus Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is so much slower, literally so much slower than Amir Khan, but he still knocked him out. And when we're talking about Lomachenko, he has very good speed, but Tank is not a slouch. Tank is not, per division, Tank is not slow like Danny Garcia. He's not. He's explosive. Even if you don't think he's as fast as Lomachenko, it's not like he has chump speed. So if he catches Lomachenko, he has the power to anybody at that division to rattle them and possibly get them out of there. Point blank, period. But the thing is, he has to catch them. And he has to be disciplined. He can't be not taking it serious. I mean, look, here's Tank. So he definitely got speed. I mean, it could be a thing where even if he was losing, he would just have to kind of go for broke, like Danny Garcia did. Just try to walk through the fire to get that one major shot off, and then, you know what I mean, have heart and not do like Nicholas Walters and just bow down. But that's just my thoughts on it. Can we get to 350 likes? I think that should be a good number based on how long we've been on. If you're new to the live stream, definitely hit the like button. A lot of y'all are hypocrites too, in the sense of De La Hoya and Pacquiao come out the woodwork talking about they would love to fight Conor McGregor, and now people are talking about how good of a fight that would be. That's crazy. I don't like that. I don't like that hypocrisy. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a great fight. Sign me up. I'd pay for that. But when Floyd was gonna fight him, then it was ruining boxing. Oh, okay. It's disrespectful what they do. It's disrespectful what they do and what they expect to get away with. But that's why new media is here. You know what I mean? Oscar did all of that. Oh, yeah. If you want to watch the Floyd fight with McGregor, you're wasting your money. Yo, listen. When some of y'all dudes keep talking about my beard, my lips, what I'm drinking, instead of talking about boxing and like anything related to boxing, I'm gonna start blocking y'all too, because it's starting to creep me out. Someone's like, yeah, you're drinking invisible juice. Like, I keep seeing there's nothing in that cup. Like, it's weird. It's weird what you got. Like, it's a boxing channel. It's called Boxingego. I'm talking boxing, trying my best to break down fights, and y'all are so concerned with what I'm drinking. Oh yeah, drink that fucking H2O if there's even anything in there. There's nothing in that container. You're drinking air, man. Like, why are you guys so concerned? Look, you don't hear that? Y'all so, there's nothing. Why would I just keep faking? Like you remember the movie Hook, where they was like, you're doing it, Peter? And he was faking. There was like a bowl with nothing in the motherfucker. And there, you're doing it, Peter? And they had to imagine there was food and shit. Why would I be doing that? Why would I have whatever container with nothing in it? Just and keep occasionally acting like I'm sipping, like I'm in a TV show or something. Some of y'all are real life weirdos. Oh yeah, keep fronting like you're drinking. You can't afford water. There's no water in there. Like, why? I've never seen guys that are so preoccupied with what men drink and what fluids are in my body. That's like, it's like creepy to me. That's why I'm gonna just start blocking you, because it's making me uncomfortable, dog. Yeah. What's in that drink? fucking 7. What's in the box? What's in the box? Like, what's in the drink? Damn, like, can I live? Shout out to Derek Kill. See, he got my spirits back. He just dropped $10. He just dropped some Fetty on the channel. Shout out to the super chat. No, it's just, man, I'm really trying to talk boxing. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm trying to give you guys news, give perspectives. People like, oh, look at your beard. When are you gonna clip it? No Shave November's over. You're not drinking water. Your beard's getting mangy. Like, why I don't like dudes looking at me like that? Yeah, that's weird to me. Oh, when you gonna shave that beard down? You're looking like a werewolf. You and your fake juice. You're not really drinking. Like, you guys are really concerned. I don't know what age groups or whatever, but I've never been concerned. Like, if I'm watching a live stream and they're talking about like a video game channel, I'm not like, listen to his voice. Your voice is raspy. You sound good. Like, what the fuck? Y'all feel better? You hear me gargling the fucking water? Like, y'all feel better that you can see this fucking water? Shit. I got water all over my shit now. Like a dog and shit. Y'all feel good now? Oh, there's no fucking water in there. You're lying to us. You're lying to the public. You're not drinking water. It's invisible. Fuck. I'm gonna just start pouring it on myself and shit. Damn, I got water all over my shit. Y'all too damn nosy. You feel me? Like, fuck, can I live? And the thing is, I'm hella thirsty on this stream too. And y'all keep chastising me about what's in the drink and shit. I'm not drinking alcohol or nothing. Anyway, I'm happy that Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz jumped in the ring like that. That shit was entertainment. And like I said, the whole thing with the Joshua shit is it doesn't make sense. He keeps talking, preaching this like classy and play nice. And when I negotiated with Klitschko was a gentleman and a scholar. And not everyone's like that. Some of these boxers didn't graduate, were in gangs. You know what I'm saying? Had 5, 6 kids at a young age. You know what I'm saying? They got different lives, come from urban community, whatever. Not everyone's gonna operate like that. Klitschko has been boxing with his brother for so long, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's professional and all that. He has couth, but I don't know. Joshua keep like saying it like like he's expecting everybody to act like that. It's a brutal combat sport. You know what I mean? That's any fighting sports. Not everyone's gonna be like that. You know what I mean? Like, hello, Joshua. This is Deontay Wilder. I would like to challenge you to a series of fisticuffs. So please, if you could, get with Eddie Hearn. Then get with Shelly Finkel. And we can negotiate the shillings. I'll take a certain percent. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how it works. And by the way, could I trouble you for some Grey Poupon? Oh, you don't have Grey Poupon. What about tea and crumpets? It's not realistic. Deontay Wilder's from the fucking hood in Alabama, I'm sure. It's probably hot in all types of sweltering heat. That's how you know it's hot when you gotta start using big words like it's fucking sweltering out here. You know what I'm saying? So he from the hot. What did 50 Cent say? He said it's hot out this bitch. That's a good enough reason. You know what I'm saying? He probably want that action just because it's hot where the fuck he lives. He's not gonna be all socially responsible and correct. And man, this shit is crazy. And we got a president that's not even like that. The president Donald Trump, he talking about, yeah, fuck her right in the pussy. They like that. But you want Wilder to be and Joseph Parker to be like cordial and shit. Like, this is a good meeting. Could you please pass the salt? I cannot wait for the day for us to engage in formal combat. I mean, it's just not realistic. Joseph Parker, and see, especially when you're an A side, they trying to come for your, they're trying to come for it, your spot. They want what you have. You making all this fucking money. It's just like even YouTube. Out of all the people that ever diss me or anything, there's nobody that I know of that is publicly constantly worried about what I'm doing and dissing me that got more subscribers than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a verified account, 100,000 and counting subscribers. And the only people that have dissed me are people that are trailing. That, you know what I mean? Like Floyd said, I barely even know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? So that always happens when you're at the top. I don't have people, like I said, Warren Buffett, you think the money the money I'm making or any of y'all making, you think Warren Buffett cares about what we doing? Nah, he making Bitcoin investments and probably all types of billionaire decisions and shit. You don't give a fuck what we doing. And you know what's crazy? Amir Khan did this with Kell Brook. He was like, I'm not giving Kell Brook the fight because he's being disrespectful. Like, where I'm from, it seemed like that would make you want to fight the motherfucker more, because Kell Brook is being disrespectful, telling you to eat kangaroo testicles, calling you glass chin. You know what I mean? Same thing with Joshua. The fact that he's making this video of you and your chin, that seemed like that would piss you off. So you'd be like, okay, I got a glass chin. We're in the same division. Let's get it. So, you know what I mean? I never understood when fighters said that. Like, that seems like that would push you over the edge more so than like, oh, I'm never giving him the fight. He's being rude. I guess it's just background and temperament and shit. But that Luis Ortiz, King Kong Ortiz, Wilder shit, that shit was entertaining. And that got people talking. And now people would probably be down for the fight. You know what I mean? Joshua was talking about, you see, this other thing. They just did this, right? But Joshua, I like to handle my fights. I don't like to discuss them on Twitter or in the public. That was as public as you can fucking get. You know what I'm saying? Wilder on national live TV, Luis Ortiz on national live TV, and they basically promised to fight each other. But Joshua, like I said, I understand it in a perfect world, but this world is not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're on the fly. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's how I look at it. It's like, I understand where he's coming from. Like, in a perfect world, fights don't get necessarily handled in the public eye, but this is a social media age. A lot of people rely on that. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, what is he tweeting? Or somebody have an accusation on social media that this person sexually harassed them. I mean, a lot of stuff gets handled like that. Is it the best way? Not necessarily. Is it what they did 20 years ago? No, but I mean, it's a sign of the times. People use their phones, and if you're an A side, people are going to try to find any way to get to you, and that social media is like the quickest way to make it a public issue. You get what I'm saying? You have a verified account with a couple 100,000 people. You'd be like, oh, I'm calling you out, Wilder. Put out a video. You know what I mean? So at the very least, you know it's gonna get back to you. You know people are gonna tag Joshua or whoever it's about. You know what I mean? And another thing that's weird to me is Team Joshua seems a lot more, when it comes to Wilder and Joseph Parker, just correct me if I'm wrong, but from my view, when it comes to Wilder and Joshua, actual champions who are undefeated, I feel like Joshua is like, oh, they're not handling things the right way and they want to deal with it publicly, and I like the clean-cut, classy way. But Tyson Fury is the complete opposite of classy. I like Tyson Fury too, but he's not politically correct. He was talking about homophobic stuff, and he says Klitschko was a devil worshiper. He dressed up like fucking Christopher Nolan's Batman at the press conference for Klitschko. Nothing about, he did an interview with Michelle Joy Phelps, shout out to Behind the Gloves, and he was talking about, I like to have sex 18 times a week or whatever the fuck he said, talking about his sex life. He's not politically correct, but I see Joshua, and he's like, he seems more willing to engage with Tyson Fury. Like, he calls him a fat fuck and stuff like that. But you're talking about classy. What Tyson Fury says and does is not classy. You know what I'm saying? And Tyson Fury's always tough. He's like, so listen here, the bodybuilder, and the muscles, and I can beat you at 25 stone. You know what I mean? He's doing all that. That's not classy either. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury sound like a gypsy Jadakiss. Like, you know, I'm 25 stone, but I still whoop your ass at 20. He a bodybuilder. Check out my new mixtape with Fabulous. We getting back to the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury's not... What the fuck is up with his throat and shit? Like, I never remember his voice sounding like that. You know, AJ, the real AJ had to come out when he's a shit house. That's what Tyson Fury be saying. But I'm a gypsy king, and there's only one Tyson Fury. Yeah, Tyson Fury's voice sounds fucked up. I don't know. I've literally never done coke, so I don't know. Is that do that to your voice? Cause I don't know. I don't know shit like that. But he sounds like Jadakiss to me right now. We gonna handle this like grown men. You won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off from fighting the champ with the glass jaw at the Garden of Nassau. You did it, baby. 1.1 in the short week. We gon' make it. Yeah, he does. That's that checkmate. Exactly. Oh shit. He said your raps are preschool. He said so be cool before I swell up your lips like seafood. That shit was dope. But yeah, when AJ talks about Tyson Fury, he's not, I never hear him talk about how Tyson Fury lacks class and like he's not classy. And we know Tyson Fury's not politically correct. You know what I'm saying? So if you're mad at Joseph Parker for, I mean, literally Tyson Fury, what he says is kind of worse than Joseph Parker. You know what I mean? Joseph Parker made a little montage video or whatever. Tyson Fury's talking greasy. He's talking about, so listen here, you bodybuilder. You're a shit house and you suck and glass chin. You beat a midget. You suck. D-block. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. The shit Tyson Fury's saying, that would, if I was Joshua, that would get under my skin more than a fucking video. You're a fucking bum and shit house. I could fight you at 25 stone. Still beat ya. I'm trying to find one of these Tyson Fury videos. Chat shit get bang. Chat shit get bang. See, new media. New media, motherfuckers. Chat shit get bang. Look. Anthony Joshua, your shit house, really.
This is a message to the weightlifter.
The weightlifter.
Big Anthony Joshua. The big tough man who told me to get fit. Fat fuck. It's a new one because he usually doesn't swear. He tries to not be himself. So he's being himself now, which is good. To be honest with you, my old mate, I don't need to get fit for somebody like you. At all. I could come to you now and punch all your face right in for you, even at 25 stone. So I really don't need to get fit for you. Anyway, put it that way. Seen what you're about. You just fought a midget the other day in a live fight. The referee had to stop it in case you got caught or beat. You know, bomb city, like I always said. Useless. No gas, no stamina, too many weights. You want to practice on a bit more speed and less power. Bomb.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Tyson Fury's going in, though. He said, yo, weightlifter, bum city, yo, bum. Like, that, to me, that's worse than what Joseph Parker doing. He said, practice on more speed and less lifting weights. Anyway, that's my thoughts, people. So, you know what? Part of me, I just want to see Joshua. I want to see him stand up and start. You know what I mean? These dudes is trying to bully you. Or he even said it. He said, you trying to be a big bully to Joseph Parker. Don't let them do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what the heavyweight division has thrived on. Mike Tyson was talking crazy to Lennox Lewis. Lewis was throwing hands. He wasn't there for that. Ego, why people say Fury got the best footwork? I don't know about the best, but he moves very well for his size. He's very big. I mean, even he looks fat right now and he's still moving well. So imagine if he shaves some stones off and comes in lighter. So he's always had that. He can box. That's what it is. He can box and move. And he's big framed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, the heavyweight division is on top. Dude tried to say Larry Holmes was classy, but he doing a fucking Hulk Hogan leg drop off a limo. Real classy, huh? You know what I mean? Tyson, they keep talking about Tyson Fury. He don't have no belt. He's not in shape. And then you still giving him more. Anthony Joshua, his diss to Tyson Fury was worse than his diss to Joseph Parker or Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He called Tyson Fury a fat fuck. So you still giving him more shine, and he's being super disrespectful. You bum, and he's your mate, your countryman. Y'all from the same area, so that makes it worse too. You know what I mean? Someone in your own borough or block or whatever. He said a message for the weightlifter. That was kind of funny. I'm actually happy for Jean Pascal. That's cool that he got the victory, because it sounded like he got hurt at first in the early rounds. Yo, can we get to 375 likes, people? We've been streaming all day. Hey, you know what's funny too? The funny thing is this. You know how I always tell y'all about Death Row East, everything I did on the West, personified, all that other bullshit y'all used to listening to. We're gonna come and eradicate that. Listen. Funny thing is this. Lomachenko, ESPN. People don't understand why you're being racist. I'm not being racist. I'm telling you something that's pretty much historically factual. America has always been in search for a great white hype. I know that offends people, and it's not saying there's no white athletes that are good, but when there is one, a person who has fair skin, right, and they're good fighters, it gets I guess you could say embellished, or it gets put on the mega spotlight in whatever that sport is. Like Tim Tebow. Is Tim Tebow better than Warren Moon? Is he better than a ton of other quarterbacks? Cam Newton, Russell Wilson. Is he really better? Because those guys, except for Warren Moon, but Cam Newton and Russell Wilson, they're still in the league. Tim Tebow's doing Bible studies or some shit. He ain't even in the league. But when he came through, it was so much, oh, everyone's doing the Tebow, and you know what I mean? There was so much energy on him. Same thing with Tommy Morrison in boxing. Tommy Morrison, he didn't even really fight nobody. He didn't fight nobody, and they cast him in the Rocky V movie. So out of all the talented black fighters, even the ones that would later beat him, like Lennox Lewis, Ray Mercer, they could have had any of those people opposite Sly Stallone in Rocky V, but they chose Tommy Gunn, Tommy Morrison, right? And then as his career, and that's no diss, because I don't diss dead people like that. Rest in peace to Tommy Morrison, but he ended up losing. You know what I mean? He beat like Foreman, but he ended up losing to people he shouldn't have lost to. Michael Bent, Lennox Lewis, and it's like so much of an expedited process, because it's kind of like, I used this example before, it's kind of like the rap game. If there's 30 rappers and 29 of them are black, Puerto Rican, black and mixed or something like that, and then one's an Eminem, then he's gonna stand out more to people, because damn, this Eminem, this white kid with hazel blue eyes or whatever color his eyes are, could spit. But it's an everyday occurrence. If you go in the hood, there's always dudes in the hood that can spit. You know what I'm saying? The fucking whole Wu-Tang, RZA, Jizza, and SZA, and all of them could spit. You know what I mean? Redman, Method Man, Ghostface, all of them could spit. Raekwon. But seeing that Eminem spit, you're like, wow. You know what I mean? So it just gets put on a pedestal. And that's what happens in boxing all the time. You know what I mean? But anyway, the reason I said all that to say this is they're always searching for the great white hope. And the funny thing is, new media, see, like Pac said, who do you believe in? Who do you believe in? New media is telling you, hey, Lomachenko, he's a really good fighter, but I don't think he's pound for pound #1, right? ESPN and HBO, they're saying, by golly, in 10, 11 fights, Lomachenko's the best thing we've ever seen. No one boxes like him, right? And the funny thing is, it's never what they say. If that's the case, how come Lomachenko himself is saying Terrence Crawford is pound for pound? This proves my whole point. This proves what I'm saying. Shout out to the super chat, man. Y'all been holding it down today and every other day. But Askiar Hussein back in the building. I told y'all them yellow and them orange super chats. Gang, gang, shmoney gang. $10 super chat to the movement. I really appreciate it. He says, gotta show my support to Eagle Army. Man, shout out to y'all. Happy holidays to everybody that celebrates. We're gonna turn up in 2018. But like I said, just listen to what people say. ESPN, HBO, they're telling you Lomachenko, Teddy Atlas even. Lomachenko's #1. And Terrence Crawford is #3 and Ward's #2. Okay, Ward retired, so Crawford's 2 now. But why is Lomachenko himself on multiple interviews saying Crawford's the best person? He's not even giving him. Now, when Floyd Mayweather was pound for pound #1, do you think he would give the honors to somebody else? Do you think Floyd would be like, no, I'm not pound for pound #1. Lomachenko is. Hell no. Teddy Atlas is tripping, and all the fans that use his amateur background, that don't mean shit as a pro. Who cares? Who cares about your amateur background? I mean, it's good and it'll help ready you and prepare you. But you're not saying, if you want to say Lomachenko's one of the best or the best amateur pedigree ever, that's fine. No one's gonna really dispute that. But when you're talking about pro, when you're talking about a person with 10, 11 fights and a loss, and then you're still trying to push the envelope that he's the best fighter right now, before beating Rigondeaux, you know what I mean, before like beating other people, you're saying it right now, it doesn't make sense. And you know what, see, new media, man, like, you got to think about it. Everybody that uses, here, I told you, like Jay-Z said, shit, I just flip it on ya. I'm about to flip it on ya. So all the people who rave about Lomachenko's amateur pedigree, which is a great one, 396 wins, 1 loss, which he avenged twice. Great, almost 400 fights. But check this out. If his pedigree was so great and automatically transitioned to make him the best fighter ever, then why did he lose to Orlando Salido? That's how you flip it on them. Just flip it on ya. If you're raving about his pedigree, then he should have been ready for Salido, overweight, dirty tactics, because he had 400 fights, so he should have been ready to beat Salido. He did good. He hurt Salido in the 12th round. You know what I mean? I give credit where credit's due. But my whole thing is, why did he lose? If you're raving about how this guy is so ready for the moment, then he shouldn't have lost his second fight. So obviously, just like everybody else, he needed to develop as a pro probably a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Get 3, 4, 5, 6 fights, like, you know what I mean? And then challenge Salido. And then you probably would have beat him. So them expediting and challenging for a title, it was a gamble, but you came up short. So if your pedigree, if your pedigree's up here and you're saying that's why I'm ranking you pound for pound, why did you lose? You should be undefeated. You only have 11 fights and you're not even undefeated. Triangle theories don't work in boxing. Who said anything about a triangle theory? What are you talking about? Where's the triangle theory? Do you know what a triangle theory is? He's like, triangle theory. See, y'all just recycle stupid shit. Triangle theories don't work. You gotta give a little to take a little. Like, what are you talking about? What triangle theory? We're waiting. That's to, no, you don't say. So what triangle theory did I just give? Oh, he's talking to someone totally different, I guess, allegedly. But anyway, if you're raving about Lomachenko's almost 400 amateur fights and how his record is so bomb, but then again, why did he lose when he turned to pro? Yuriorkis Gamboa beat Salido's ass. Mikey Garcia, at the time he fought Salido, beat his ass, knocked him down 4 times. You know what I mean? Salido got knocked out in I think maybe his pro debut. He got knocked out a couple times early in his fights. So why didn't if Lomachenko, if you're basing what he did as an amateur as what transitions to him being a pro, then why did he lose? See, that doesn't even make sense. And then on top of that, like I said, fast forward to the future, he don't even have himself number 1. He said he keep telling you Terrence Crawford is. But see, when I say Terrence Crawford is, oh, you're racist. You only like black fighters. New media, my ass. Shut up. But why is he saying it? He's getting the honors prematurely by ESPN and HBO, and he's telling you the same thing I am. But when I say it, I'm a bad guy or I'm a racist. Man, new media is fucking you boys up. Y'all have really nowhere to turn. You have nowhere to turn. So like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not always right. But I bet you this, and you could book it. What I've said, what I've put out has been more accurate than it has been inaccurate in its totality. So if I said 100 things, my percentage of being right is going to be way over the 50% mark. You know what I mean? It's going to be a passing score. You know what I mean? But that's how the racists operate. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's how the racists operate. If I say something, if a minority says Terrence Crawford's the best, or since Ward retired, Crawford's number 1, you're racist. Oh, you monkeys stick together. And it's the black power and it's the black channels and all this extra shit, right? But Lomachenko's not a black channel. Lomachenko's not black. Lomachenko, he's not a monkey. He's not all these things. He's not a whatever. And he's saying the same thing.